You guys ready for this fire intro I just made today? That's like Dora. I'm expecting to say yes. All right, here we go.
Etienne picks his way, follows his block, and Burr's still going. Etienne in a foot race, and he'll win it. Touchdown, Gators.
Picked off. Real estate ahead. Shiloh. Sanders showing him his shoe bottoms. Stunting like his daddy. Touchdown.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Third and long. Mayfield off his back foot. Works Mike Evans. Got Mike Evans. Touchdown Tampa. Out of his own end zone. Intercepted by Shaq Barrett. Fighting at the goal line for a pick six. That just might seal the deal for Tampa. Jones throws. End zone shot. It's caught by Hodgins for the touchdown.
Low snap. Mahomes moving pocket. Mahomes floats it up. Caught! Touchdown, Travis Kelce! Kelce finds a blank space for the score.
Wilson looking for a miracle. Gonna gather. Unleashes towards the end zone. It is deflected in the air. And it's caught. Brandon Johnson.
Here comes Parsons.
Parsons gets to him back at the 48.
Add to the highlight reel.
Pickett wide open Pickens. There he goes. Touchdown Steelers. Back on top. Showing blitz. Here he comes. Pressure ball out. Picked up. What? Touchdown Steelers.
This is where I thrive.
Intros?
Yeah, I love intros. Welcome, daddies, to episode 303 of Dunn and Drew. Whew, got a lot to talk about. I say that every week, but this week, most we've ever had to talk about. Deion Sanders continues to own everyone in the world, and we're going to recap week 2 of the NFL, which was a bitter week for Dunn and Drew, but sweet victory for a hint of Jack.
We are the kings of the weekend.
I'm just a DJ today.
I guess so.
King of the weekend, Eric, go.
Good evening, everybody.
Yes. And good morning.
A lot of intros, but none for us.
Now we're gonna talk.
Yes, we're going to talk now for the next 2 hours. My king of the weekend, that boy Shador Sanders. Come on, man. If y'all thought this wasn't a Jags podcast, well, now it's not a Colorado Buffaloes podcast. I could put Shador here every week the way he's been playing. But to go out there and lead a 98-yard touchdown drive and get the 2-point conversion under a minute, come on. He's my king of the weekend.
Do you know if he's Deion's king of the week? Do you know where he is in Deion's ranking? Where was he before the game?
I think he was fourth.
Yeah, he was down there.
Holy cow. And I think he was interviewed about it, and he said it's because he expects him to be great or something.
I'm gonna look it up.
I don't even know who's in first. I don't think I recognized who it was. He has a lot of kids. How many?
4, I think.
Oh, okay. He's in last.
He's last play. Yeah, I think he was at the bottom of the list.
Probably because he's toying with going to the NFL.
Yeah, he's probably like, you better win me the Pac-12 before I put you first. But just this Colorado team, man, it feels like we're living in a Disney Channel movie.
This is a Disney Channel movie.
Yes.
Deion Sanders Jr.
Do you know what that is?
What?
The Disney Channel original movie?
Where they draw the ears.
I know that. Like, they did that during commercials.
No, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know this movie thing you speak of.
Every week growing up, every Friday, or probably every night, it hit a certain time and they play a Disney Channel original movie. Disney Channel used to make fire content, and they were so good at movies. And I don't know what they do now. I don't think they do original movies anymore. If they do, it's not as frequent, but they used to do one every month. Childhood was great. Okay, sorry.
The Kid Power Rankings.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders Jr. secures the top spot. I think it was his birthday the other day, so that's why it came up.
Are these updated every week? Like
I
power
don't
rankings?
know. I feel like I've heard of it like last week, so maybe. Shiloh held the bottom position.
Wow.
Shador is number 3. And, there's 5. I'm sorry. Deion Sanders is 5.
Same woman?
Deion Sanders Jr.
Is that bad for me to ask?
Yes. They don't give it in order. I'm gonna read the sentence I'm looking at. The Post featured updated power rankings of his 5 children, with Deion Sanders Jr. securing the top spot. Shiloh held the bottom position. Shador claimed the number 3 spot, and daughters Shalomi and Deandra were 2 and 4.
What a weird way to
why'd they do that to me?
lay that list out.
Who did this? I don't know who did this. Marca.com.
But yeah, after that 98-yard drive, he's got to move up.
Yeah. Shiloh had that pick 6 to open the game, though. So
showing his shoe bottoms.
Maybe he goes above the daughter.
How about the fact that he almost had the pick before that? But I think the quarterback's knee was down or something.
Missed that part?
Really? Yeah. Well, he almost had the pick right before that, but I think the quarterback's knee was down, and he may have used the ground to trap the ball. But he had a talking with Deion on the sideline. Very next play, I feel like when they were showing that, I was like, Deion's probably saying, "That's right, just get the next one." Mm-hmm. Next play, pick 6.
Electric.
So sick.
Electric atmosphere. Had every celebrity out there, bro.
Yes.
What's up with this team, man? It's fake. This is fake.
It's so fake. He is in charge of college football right now.
Yeah.
He has people staying up. He had me staying up until midnight.
You almost
that
made
doesn't
it.
happen.
You almost made it.
It went till what, 2?
It went to like 2:30.
It went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't possible for me.
It's 2 overtimes. So
yeah, you can't script this.
Right.
It is fake. The drama beforehand, and then the smack talk before the game that was on social media, and the cheap hits, the after the play, like getting in each other's face, is like, this is pay-per-view worthy. Like this, he could have all of his games on pay-per-view.
The funniest thing about all of this is that nobody gives 2 shits about Colorado or Colorado State before this.
Yep.
Like they're on. I wouldn't say they're on TV all the time, but Pac-12 always plays late games at 10 p.m. every season. But they're never this high caliber until this year. Like, you couldn't tell me the last time somebody watched Colorado State and just stayed up and just watched the entire game all the way through up to 2 a.m. It's crazy what Deion's been able to do to college football and just this program and conference.
There's just watching what he's doing, the Rock walking into the locker room, and there's no way any other coach can compete with this. Impossible.
There's also nobody as high profile as him. Like, he was a superstar in the NFL.
I saw a tweet saying Deion Sanders really been a superstar his entire adult life.
Yeah. From college to now, he hasn't lost ever.
What has he done that's not been good? He is not, and he's still humble.
And he played baseball. He played professional baseball too, with the
couple teams. The Braves, though.
Braves, somebody.
He played. You ever seen that 30 for 30? Deion's double play.
No.
He plays in an NFL game on Sunday in Miami, Pittsburgh at Miami. I'm sorry, it's Miami. The game's in Miami, and they fly him to Pittsburgh that night to play in the NLCS.
Jeez.
And he got a hit.
Braves.
And he got a hit.
He didn't play in that game. The night before is a series. So the night before he played, got a hit, I think. 1 p.m. Sunday, played in Miami. And then on the private jet or helicopter, whatever, from the Miami game, he was late because he was dehydrated from the game. And they still got him on that plane. And they got him there in time for the game. But he just sat on the bench the whole time. But it was still cool.
So, do we need God? Is this how you're this great? Is it faith?
Is that what he doesn't? No, he's sick.
He's sick.
It's swag. It's swagger and just.
He's always talking about God.
I guess I haven't heard that one. That part.
Man.
Do you guys know the name of this rivalry or this game between Colorado State? It's a good name.
Rocky rivalry.
The Rocky Mountain Showdown.
Rocky Mountain Showdown. Yeah, it was close.
My king of the weekend, it could be Deion Sanders. It could be every week. Deion Sanders will probably win our king of the year. He's king of life, king of the world, king of reality, king of whatever's going on in college football right now. But I'm going to give it to Gators fans because I got to experience just them so happy Saturday. Like they beat, what was Tennessee, 11? Mm-hmm. Yep. It's crazy. After what the Gators did versus Utah, I thought Billy Napier had like a ticking like clock on his hot seat. But the fact that they were able to like handle Tennessee pretty easily, they didn't do too much in the second half, but
26-7 at halftime though.
Yeah.
First half beatdown.
And I think only scored like a field goal rest of the game. But just seeing that stadium the way it was, it's so much fun. And I'm kind of a Gainesville influencer now.
Uh-oh.
Because of my tweet.
He flips sides.
Sometimes I'll say something to you guys in our group chat, and I'll say, oh, that might make a good tweet. So I'll just copy it almost word for word. And I did, and it went absolutely bonkers because Gators fans are so hype. I said, an unbiased opinion from someone without a college football team. I'm pretending they don't know that I'm a FSU Seminoles fan this year.
It was a Gators fan last year.
Right. The Gators have the best aesthetic, and I've thought this for a long time. Like, it's a weird thought that I've had for like probably 15 years.
Really?
Yeah. Gators have the best aesthetic in college football. Swamp is such a sick stadium nickname. The mascot, colors, and logo are perfect. The stadium is sweet. Atmosphere is awesome, especially when they're good. And Tom Petty. And I don't know if you guys can think just off the top of your head anything that rivals it in terms like the reason why I say the mascot's perfect is because Gators, Florida, the colors blue and orange are very compatible colors. Sick logo. The stadium looks so cool. And then the Swamp. Do you have a better stadium nickname than that? I know there are some really good ones, but I just look at it all combined, and I think that wins my vote for best aesthetic and best brand in college football, not considering, talent on the field. So when I say I'm an influencer, that got 113,000 impressions, 2,100 likes,
damn,
300 retweets.
Sign up for X, boy.
Gators
Premium.
Gator fans they were on one Saturday night, so that's why they get my king of the weekend.
Yeah, I can't really think of any other college teams that have a stadium nickname that fits the mascot that perfectly. Off my dome, of course.
I'm trying to look up maybe some possible ones. The Texas Longhorns, that's a pretty good one. I like the burnt orange too.
That's good. I actually have a Texas Longhorns shirt here.
What's
do they have every college, I guess.
They have a stadium nickname?
Nickname?
Yeah. Stadium.
Because it's got to check all the boxes.
I don't know Texas's nickname. The Wyoming, I know it's a random one, but they have a cool field. I remember week one I watched they played Texas Tech. And
you were watching Wyoming, Texas Tech?
Yes, I was. And look at the end zone. This is no good way to show you this.
Oh yeah, I've seen
that. That's a cool end zone. And then they have the elevation written on the field, and it's just a cool atmosphere at night when I was watching.
Where's the elevation? Oh, okay, cool.
It's a cool one, underrated one maybe.
I
do like last one, Rocky Top, Tennessee. It's a really good one.
Things that came to mind were FSU Seminoles, just because Seminoles tribe is big in Florida, and the colors are great, and that stadium's awesome. I haven't been, just TV, what I see on TV. Alabama's cool because I just like college football team names are just very unique. Crimson Tide.
The Buckeyes.
Never in a million years would I guess that was an elephant.
Sadly, the Buckeyes also have an amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
Is that called the Shoe?
Yeah, horseshoe.
Right.
It's shaped like a horseshoe, so they call it the Shoe.
Buckeye.
Penn State's good. Beaver Stadium.
Penn State.
I mean, it's Beavers.
Nittany Lions. Are there lions up there?
There's Mount Nittany.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking that. I was just thinking the stadium.
I'm combining them all.
atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
They have good uniforms.
LSU has great uniforms, and I love their stadium. They have a great atmosphere, great colors.
Notre Dame.
I feel like
Irish?
most of these
That's-
colleges
yeah,
we're talking
that
about are going to
works.
have an amazing atmosphere.
Right.
So we're really who?
Yeah, but I'm talking premium.
Yeah, I'm saying
Best of the
like
best.
Calling names.
combined with all the other things you're talking about,
Yeah.
it's going to be hard to check all.
I think
those.
I agree.
LSU Tigers is good, but
Are the Tigers there?
But
Are there
atmosphere
Tigers,
is the
yeah.
easiest one to
Yeah, they
get
all-
in college.
they all have or most of them have
yeah,
fantastic
but like
atmospheres.
because like Michigan, great atmosphere, but Wolverine, Michigan, what are we doing here?
Georgia Bulldogs is okay. The logo is just a G, though. Not
Yeah,
a big fan
lame.
of that.
Who stole it? Them or the Packers?
I don't know, but I see that kind of logo everywhere. Just like an oval, whatever letter, C or G.
Like a lot of high schools, they'll copy the G or they'll
Yeah.
copy like the Viking.
Oh no, high schools will completely rip off pro teams.
Yeah,
It's insane.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
Insane.
will.
I've seen a Jaguar, our current Jaguar logo on the middle of a high school basketball floor. I'm like, you can't be a little bit creative. Just hire someone, come up with a logo
They
for
copy
you.
the Steelers.
Oh man, I wish Miami Hurricanes had something.
Oh,
better,
that's a good one.
Yeah,
But if
play
they
in Hard
had,
Rock, though.
better than a
so yeah, they have everything except the atmosphere
Right.
and the stadium.
yeah.
Hey, the stadium is like 40 minutes from campus. Mm-hmm. That's rough.
But the name is perfect. That's up
Miami
there with the
Hurricanes.
Gators as a perfect name because Hurricanes is perfect for Miami.
Florida just runs shit in football.
Great colors too, Miami.
What about Boise State, the blue field?
I hate that.
Oh, I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's different. But
I liked it better when they were playing for, when they were always the team that got overlooked because
did Kellen Moore play
they
there?
weren't playing Kellen Moore played there.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
It was like right when I was getting into football.
It's like 2014, I feel like.
But now he's a
back in the
coordinator, right?
For the
Chargers?
yeah.
Nice.
Fire
Woo.
him.
Let's go. All right, who's your king of the weekend, Jack?
Sounds like you're a college football fan now.
Mine is college football related.
God,
It's,
look at this college football segment.
it's Kirk Herbstreit.
Oh, fuck you.
What'd he do?
Why?
He pissed me off this weekend.
Why? What
Because
did he do?
he's an Ohio State alum. He played there.
Right.
He's just always talking shit about Penn State.
Okay. I chose him because he just had like the best weekend of all time.
Know who else did? Pat McAfee.
Yes, he did. But I'm thinking
Why Kirk?
Herbstreit Thursday night was in Philly, called the Thursday night game. Friday,
Wait. Oh yeah, he did. Oh
did
my
whatever,
goodness.
I guess. Maybe he traveled. Maybe he got into
Maybe he got some rest.
Boulder a day early. Or
Maybe he had sex
rest.
because that could. Yeah.
Like maybe. And then he game day in Boulder from the morning till noon.
You got to meet The
Eastern
Rock.
time. Yeah. And then I forgot about him, and then I turned on
Well,
I turned on the Florida
Do you usually think about him on Sundays?
Saturdays, yes. I turned on the Florida Tennessee game, like he's calling this game, but he was just in Boulder.
Wait, he was calling. Yeah, he was.
So
Duh, he called the
so
ETN touchdown.
He flew from. He must have. I mean, how else would he get
Yeah,
there? He
Boulder
flew
to
from.
Florida.
So game day ends at noon Eastern time.
Holy moly.
I looked up the flight. Obviously, private jet direct from. He had a connection from Boulder directly to Gainesville.
We could.
He's
It was
flying
a
private.
3.5 hour. 3.5 hour
ESPN probably.
flight.
Yeah, they had to.
He's flying private. They bring in their guests on a
Yeah,
private jet.
didn't Denny say you flew with him once?
Yes.
Yeah. So Boulder to Gainesville direct is 3.5 hour flight. So like the Tennessee Florida game started at 7. I mean that's like 7 hours.
Oh no, but and then he goes this way, so he loses time.
no, I'm just saying.
Do you understand?
I don't think you understand.
Hold on. So he
But I'm operating. I'm speaking only in Eastern time. So he ends game day at noon Eastern time
okay.
in Boulder.
okay. 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 Yeah.
I mean, game day ended at 9 a.m. Western time.
Okay, gotcha.
Or
So
maybe
he comes
Mountain
this
time.
way, gets here at 3, 4, 5.
It was a long day.
Probably
Still has time.
got to Florida at like, 4:30, 5. Calls the game at 7. It's just a quick turnaround. That's just imagine that life.
Who's living better right now, Pat McAfee or Deion Sanders?
I don't. Oh, that's so tough because Pat has like ruled for the last like 3 years, just with wrestling, football, his show. But Deion's on top of the world right
Who's
now.
busier?
Yeah. Pat.
Yeah, probably Pat.
Pat.
He's
a lot
he's
of
running a
travel.
college football team.
Pat's got game day wrestling. How often is he on wrestling?
Wrestling is not. He doesn't do that anymore. He just makes special appearances.
Oh.
Well, it's just a busy week.
He's
for
got
him.
his ESPN show now, which he was doing already, but he's got game day now. And then I feel like he makes several other appearances.
But just that, like, I think he had Rodgers on, I think it was Friday, or is it Monday?
I think it's Rogers Tuesdays. I could be mistaken though.
I think so.
And
But
now he's
what
on-
about
he's on
the-
Saban Thursdays?
Wasn't
now,
the
I think.
Vax clip, didn't that go off like before the weekend when he had Rodgers on
That
to
was
talk
later
about?
in the week. I mean, last week might have been different because Rogers got hurt in the surgery.
Oh, no, that was
Or is there a week?
that was Friday because they were in Boulder and they're doing their live show in
Yes.
Boulder.
Yeah.
So he does his live show in Boulder, has Aaron Rodgers on, great segment. Saturday, that night goes to SmackDown, brings out The Rock, who gets like the biggest ovation he's gotten in a long that anyone has gotten on wrestling for a long time.
Did the fans know he was coming?
No, it was complete. Rock hasn't showed up in like 7 years.
Wow.
So The Rock comes out, crowd goes insane. Pat McAfee's just there again for a humongous wrestling moment, and then Saturday. Oh yeah, and then Saturday morning does the show, goes back to Boulder, does the game day show, and then whatever he does, watches football, I guess, over the weekend, and then Monday goes back and does a show
Where was the wrestling show at?
in Denver,
Oh, okay.
probably like an hour away.
Denver and Boulder,
Makes
like an hour apart.
sense.
Yeah.
So somebody could have put two and two together then.
Oh no,
maybe.
they did.
Okay.
They did. Actually, someone on his show Friday, one of his I don't know what he calls them, his like little helpers that are doing like
Why they elves?
that are doing
McAfee's elves.
that are on mic, but also helping him with the show, which is like my dream job. They spoiled it kind of by saying, "Yeah, and you guys are gonna be on SmackDown tonight or something." And then someone in wrestling Twitter saw it, and then someone at, like in wrestling Twitter that's like a reporter said, I heard the news, I can't confirm it right now. So it was like kind of iffy. But yeah, I had an idea, so I tuned in. I knew that The Rock and Pat were there Friday doing the show, or Pat's show. And I knew they were going to be there Saturday for game day. So I tuned into SmackDown just in case. And I saw Pat come out and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then Pat said something that like kind of made me think, oh shit, that's kind of something that The Rock would say. And then there's a pause and then his music hit and it was just goosebumps. Goosebumps from there.
And then he gave you that quotable line that you heard in the intro.
Yeah, another meme. Because he has one now, but it's from back in the day where it's like, what did he say?
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah. And now he has another one.
It's in my meme album.
Yeah. Shut up, bitch. Fantasy football. Oh, yes. I can't wait for this.
Yes, me too. I'm 0-2 in our league. This is all that matters to me.
So if you missed it, we did a 3-team NFL fantasy football draft. Me, Jack, Dunn. And we are going to get our week 2 update. And I'm looking forward to it. I can't recall.
I don't even remember my team.
Do you want me to give you the teams?
Yeah, we need the teams.
Yeah,
and then
I don't even remember who I
I just
drafted.
know that mine's stacked.
Do you want me to say?
It should be. It's 3-team.
Well,
Yep.
it's stackeder than yours.
Do you want me to say the player and then their year-to-date points and run through the teams like that? I also have the total, of course.
No, I'd rather just hear our
Okay,
teams and then the
okay,
totals
yes.
at the end.
That's
Right.
probably better. All right, so Eric, quarterback Jalen Hurts,
Nice.
RB1 Nick Chubb,
Oh, no.
running back
I don't need to cancel the segment.
RB2 Tony Pollard,
Oh.
wide receiver 1 Justin Jefferson, wide receiver
Nice.
2 Tyreek Hill,
Oh, goodness gracious.
tight end George Kittle, flex Calvin Ridley, kicker Evan McPherson, and defense the New York Jets.
You could be eating.
I'm asked. Next.
Andy, quarterback Josh Allen,
Okay.
running back Christian McCaffrey,
Yes.
running back 2 Bijan Robinson,
Yes.
God damn.
wide receiver 1 AJ Brown, wide receiver 2 Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Okay.
tight end Travis Kelce,
course.
flex Derrick Henry,
Nice.
kicker Brandon McManus, and defense the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay. Oh, Kirk Cousins fumbled a lot versus them.
And Jags only scored field goals.
Yeah.
Jack, quarterback Patrick Mahomes, running back 1 Austin Eckler,
Injured.
yep, RB2, Saquon Barkley, also
Injured.
Wide receiver
goodness.
1, Jamar Chase. Wide receiver 2,
Bummed.
wide receiver 2, Devontae Adams. Tight end, Mark Andrews. Flex, Stephon
Yeah.
Diggs. Kicker, Justin Tucker. And defense, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, they
Oh,
had a
touchdown.
game.
2
They had a
touchdowns.
game.
Oh, my goodness.
They had like 27 fantasy points.
Whew.
Crazy.
But a bad
Do I get to draft another running back with my five?
No. You don't.
So then I don't need to hear my points the rest of the season.
No. You could trust me. Someone from us
Trust
is going to
me.
get. Someone from us is going to get hurt.
For the whole season?
I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
I have Christian McCaffrey.
All right. So in last place currently, we have myself
Oh,
at 257 points.
that's a lot though. Good job.
Yeah. I mean, per week, what is that? 128.
Really?
No,
What was it?
257.
170, 180, 170 something.
No. 257 divided
Oh,
by 2.
I'm thinking of 3.
Yeah, 128.
Oh, that's not good for only 3 teams. Like we have people in our 12-team league scoring a lot more.
Like 170
Yeah,
with Puka Nuka.
we're
And second, we have Andy.
what?
Damn.
Only 6 points.
You were
away
shitting on your team.
263.7.
Well, I lost RB1 for the year. No shit.
And then Eric's in first, 19 points ahead at 282.5.
Wonder why.
Okay. Well, we'll do another update in week 5 or
Well,
something.
you have Jefferson and Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that helps.
They carried. Pollard had 42 points in 2 weeks.
Oh, shit. Sorry, Chubb.
How's
Your team
Pollard
can
doing?
carry. He has 42 points through 2 weeks.
Wow. I haven't heard much from him. I haven't heard much
Silent.
from Cowboys. I just know they're winning and dominating.
Yeah. 30 and 40 points, and it's like,
Yeah, they've dominated their first 2 games.
yeah.
All right.
But they've played Daniel Jones and Zach Wilson.
That is
so.
true.
Play a real team, Cowboys fan. like it's up to
It's
them.
up to them.
Jinx.
All right. Moving on to him throw of the week.
Come on, let me show y'all boys this shit, boy. Y'all ain't y'all going crazy on this shit, boy. Am I first?
I'm excited for mine.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
The one that you just picked like 5
Yeah.
minutes ago.
That's crazy that we had both of the ones.
Yeah, I came tonight with nope. With two submissions ready, and they were both taken.
So Jack, I guess, was going to pick his him throw of the week without doing research on who we picked, and he noticed when he got here that both of his him throws nominees were taken by me and Eric, which means Eric and I's throws. That's kind of crazy. Either there weren't many good throws over the weekend, which I will admit when I was rewatching Red Zone today, I didn't see anything that stood out. I wasn't like, oh shit, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Me
wasn't a weekend of throws. So let's see Eric's. We'll start there and see why it's so great. Because Jack confirms that it is a good throw.
This is the silent.
If you're watching on YouTube, because I had someone complain that we don't show it, just because will I?
Watch. Just give me a second. I'll get it.
Oh, okay.
Give us the audio.
Don't need the audio. Do you need the audio?
I don't.
Is it one of the? Okay,
This clip doesn't have the audio. It's one of those.
That's fine.
Film plays.
We just want to watch. So if you're watching on YouTube, Jax, I think, is going to turn around his computer and show you what throw we're talking about. Do you want to set it up in any way? I have to pee so bad.
Go ahead and pee then.
No, after this.
Go pee and I'll get it up.
Nope.
Oh.
Going to go after this because the next segment is us reviewing the game. So it's a good segue for me to pee.
Good pee way.
Yeah, good pee.
Well, Sam Howell is down.
Oh, Sam Howell. I've heard a lot
Yes.
about him.
Yeah, apparently
This cat.
You heard of him?
Apparently he's been doing great.
I've heard that he is doing good. People even have Washington Commanders like as a real threat to the NFC East because of this cat,
I haven't heard that.
this commander.
But yes,
I'm a cat.
let me back this up for you. It's going to be pretty fast, but
I think, okay.
here he is in
Wait,
the
are we
shot.
Jack or you? Jack, what's going on?
You
I
tell
got
me.
it.
You got it? Yeah, he had to scroll through the plays to find it. How do you not get ads? Do you have ad for YouTube?
Nope.
No.
It's probably
Here we go. Sam Howell down 21-14.
Can we
First
pause
and
it?
10.
Yeah, I need some situation here.
Yes, down 21-14, third quarter. Like kind of the start of it. Clean pocket, but wait till you see this throw where he's throwing it to. Rewind it a little bit with the arrows.
All right, so
Here we
okay,
go.
shotgun.
Little quick fake.
Yeah, he has
stepped up in the pocket,
clean
slings
pocket.
it. Bing!
Oh man, that's
Like triple coverage.
Triple
disgusting.
coverage. Touchdown to wide receiver 1, Terry McLaurin.
And he dances on him.
God, that helmet's so ugly.
But
If they had a different logo there, it's fire.
But the angle there is tough. There's a better angle on this silent play that you'll have to watch, and they slow it down
L20. Yeah, it is.
right here.
Okay.
They'll pause it.
Oh God.
The ball's right there. Bing.
Yeah, he threw that where that is gross.
Where only Terry could get it.
That was gross. That's good.
Thank you.
And I will admit I saw that, and that was one where I was like, holy moly.
It was just
He
because
just
it was
did
Sam.
that? Huh?
It was because it was Sam. You didn't want to take it?
No, I just didn't recall it when I was trying to find my hymn.
Oh.
But I did think I did find a hymn.
Yeah, he put his whole arm into that. Perfect throw.
I found a hymn who plays for the Ravens. His name is Lamar Jackson. And I like this throw. It's I'll set it up while Jack finds it.
I have it.
It is they are on their own 38-yard line and little play action, plenty of time and space in the pocket. And he kind of throws. He just doesn't. He's so good. Like his throwing power is so good that he doesn't really have to take much step into his throws, which makes it look so impressive. And he just lays it right on Zay Flowers. Is that his name?
That is his
That
name.
is the name.
You want it in half speed, so it goes slower. So you can narrate.
Okay. How come I get this luxury, but Eric didn't?
I don't know. I didn't think of it.
All right, YouTube, try to follow along.
Info.com.
Well, people that are watching. Bengal.
So Jonathan Gannon.
Okay. Just standing there,
Dang,
staying there,
all
waiting
day.
for Zay. Both of our
Because it's half speed.
Oh, my
just
God.
like
In double coverage.
all the way down to the 7-yard line to Zay Flowers. And the way that why this is so impressive, like he had a defender on his hip, but Lamar threw it to the inside, so only Zay could really have a shot at it. It's kind of a unique play. Because usually you throw it over, the receiver has the corner beat, and you throw it over the corner for it to land in the receiver's hands. This one, the receiver Zay Flowers just had like inside position, and the corner was like on his left hip, and Lamar threw it to the right a little bit, so like he could catch it out to the right. It was very impressive.
That was a good one.
Thank you. You know what I did to find that? Because after watching all that and trying to find a him throw and I didn't, I was like, "Fuck, I need a him throw, or I'm just canceling the segment for the day." So what I typed in,
Didn't do his homework. Let's cancel it.
what I typed in on Twitter was "what a throw," and I went through all the tweets from the weekend, and I found that one.
What a throw.
Actually, this one was a very recurring theme on "what a throw" search.
My turn?
Yes, it is your turn.
Okay, so as Andy prefaced, it was not a big throw weekend. Do we agree?
Was it tough for you as well?
Mid throw of the week.
Sure. I went with maybe not a throw, but quarterback play.
Oh,
God.
We go to Syracuse Garrett Schrader.
who?
I just told you his name in college.
I know what this play is.
Nuh-uh.
It was this was
What?
truly
Oh, wait.
They're at the 2-yard line.
truly him. Oh,
Oh.
fooled everyone. Fooled everyone.
Okay.
Watch it again.
Where's the throw?
He kind of had to pull this one out of his ass.
Where's the throw, Jack? That you
Said
lost.
quarterback play. Now
You know,
watch.
if you were going-
Watch. Let's keep watching. Hold on. I should turn the sound up.
Oh, he did throw it at the end there when he celebrated.
Yeah, he threw it very him-like because he's him. See, look at that fake.
Okay.
No. Hold on, keep watching. To seal the game, you ready?
Does he do it again? He does it again!
Look, he fooled everyone so hard. Look how him he is.
Bro, he could just like eat a picnic.
Eat a pig.
Have a picnic.
So that was pretty him.
Okay, sick. But I will say, if I were going college, I thought it was going to be, was it Colorado? The fake throwback to the running back or the receiver who threw the touchdown? Or was it Colorado State? It's Colorado State. Quarterback threw it back as a lateral, and he just threw a perfect pass.
Damn. Why don't I remember this?
Where were you for this game?
I watched it. I didn't catch all of it.
I thought you were like sleeping for 3/4 of it.
Me?
Yeah.
Second half. I went to bed after
two
the
quarters. Sorry.
No, there was an insane throw. But that was
It was probably like
entertaining.
first half. I got home third quarter.
Oh, was it shrimp night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It like started and I was still there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I did see those fakes, and I'm wondering if
Those are such good fakes.
teams are going to know that he's doing this and be able to stop that later on in the year.
Not if he's him.
Because Syracuse plays a lot of tough teams going forward.
I think I'm gonna win if it's a poll.
Jack,
It's him throw though.
But I
what if you did these?
did what?
Just this polling on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to?
I don't know how to present it, but I'm gonna go pee. Okay, let's do our overreaction weekly update, and this is a weekly segment where we review our Super Bowl favorites as they stand this moment. So yes, the weeks change our opinions. Also, we will present our Super Bowl sleepers. These are teams that are not Super Bowl favorites, but if everything goes right, we can see them making the Super Bowl. And then our Caleb Williams watch, also known as 0-17 watch, also known as first pick in the draft watch. Let's start with our Super Bowl favorites. Last week, I had Jets, 49ers, and due to obvious circumstances outside of my control, the Jets are no longer here. Very unfortunate. We were watching the game live last week and just didn't really know the levity of the situation. Is that the word?
Sounds better if you don't ask.
The levity of the situation when Rodgers went down, it just was an awkward. He just went to the ground. Is he searching it? He just went to the ground and ended up getting carted to the locker room, and now he's out. But it did come out that he is trying with some Achilles surgery that's experimental, because he loves experimental medicine. And
It's supposed to heal him faster or something?
yes. So he's trying to come back for the Super Bowl. I guess he just wants to go and watch. I'm not sure what that is there, but no pressure, Zach, because now Aaron Rodgers is going to put his life on the line to be back for the playoffs. So if he does this experimental surgery and ends up with 3 legs at the end of this, and you didn't get him to the playoffs, that's on you, which will suck. So anyway, that said all that to say that the Dolphins are now in my driver's seat to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl.
Can I have 2 things on Rodgers real quick?
Please.
One, levity means humor.
I'm going to fix this. Hold on. Levity means humor.
Yeah.
The levity of the situation. I've
Levity
never heard
means
that.
humor or lack of seriousness.
Huh. Wow. Well, I
Wait.
totally was not.
That might work, especially during a serious occasion.
Oh, levity.
Levity?
So you're making.
No, I didn't use it right.
And also, did you see that he tore his Achilles because he didn't get vaxxed?
I did see
Someone
that.
said that.
Yes.
I like it. That's good. That's good stuff. That's all.
Last week, I believe I had Browns. I update mine on Sundays. So you threw last week in here. And
I love the dedication.
You put it under my
Sorry.
week. So I was like, wait. But if my memory serves me correctly, it was Browns because they beat the Bengals. So I was overreacting, as the segment suggests. And my NFC team.
Wait, no, we're doing AFC.
Oh, only AFC?
And then NFC.
Oh,
Jack,
well,
AFC?
Dolphins. Dolphins.
We have Dolphins.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yawn.
Oh, all right.
Why? I just be prepared to back up your picks here, guys.
Everyone was writing them off week 1. Written off.
I think they're still.
You think
They look
they're
like
still
shit.
written off?
They look like shit.
Yeah.
All right, so
I think we're back to the
that's why-
narrative.
The defense looks elite.
Yeah. They got Chris Jones back and they shut down the Jags offense to 9 points.
Jags
Impressive.
beat themselves.
No, we can talk about it later, but no, I think the Chiefs are fucking elite.
We're gonna talk about it. Good.
But the offense, that might be an issue. Okay, that's fair. It's not gonna press you too hard.
Thanks.
NFC.
Defense.
NFC.
Yeah, NFC.
Why did I say defense?
Because we were talking about Chiefs defense.
Oh, and then I saw 49ers.
Okay.
NFC.
Niners.
I have Niners as well. I think I've had Niners this whole segment, week 1 and week 2. Jack?
Cowboys.
Yeah, I see that.
It's a fair pick.
No need to back that one up.
And they play each other on Sunday Night Football.
This week?
Win.
That's pretty cool.
October.
Are you with us, Jack?
I'm with you.
Okay, yeah, Cowboys, they look like a machine. I just can't see them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's
I
weird.
can't either. I don't really believe this.
Just overreacting.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
all.
crazy. Like they should. They have an elite offense and an elite defense.
I'm trying to find a
Micah-
clip, but I don't think I'll be able to find it.
Micah Parsons is just,
Him.
I don't get it. He's
Baby TJ.
small.
Easy.
What's
He
his
said easy.
how's his height and weight like compared to other elite pass
I want to say
rushers?
he's only 6'2". Only.
And he just looks like a corner out there rushing the passer. I don't know.
6'3", 245. That's kind of light.
Yeah, he's light and quick, man.
Super Bowl sleeper. Are you looking for something?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Super
find
Bowl
it.
sleeper. If everything goes right, this team could make the Super Bowl. What is this? Oh, okay. Last week. Okay. This week I have the Jets. What I write here? I don't know if I have a sleeper. I think the only teams that can make the Super Bowl are the. Oh, sorry. Oops. Spoiler. That's from my NFC. I put the Jets because of the Roger thing. He announced that he could possibly be back by the playoffs. So I was like, okay, they're a sleeper. If they can crawl into the playoffs, then I think Rodgers coming back makes them a sleeper Super Bowl pick.
I think the best sleeper in the AFC after week 2 is the Ravens.
It's crazy how all the injuries, I guess they're just used to them. All the injuries they get every year. I guess that doesn't matter.
2-0 atop the AFC North. Lamar throwing like throw of the week. Hey, quit sleeping on them. They could be in the Super Bowl.
They could if everything goes right.
Everything.
If everything goes right, who's making the Super Bowl in the AFC, Jack?
The Bills.
I mean, that's every year. You're right. The Bills, if everything goes right, if Josh Allen plays like this week's Josh Allen in January, you were right.
Bills are back.
Oh,
They are back.
For how long?
Everyone wrote them off.
Who do they play next
They're
week?
back. I think it's someone in the NFL.
You're right.
Correct.
The Commanders.
Ooh, that's
that
a
one
good
sold
game.
out.
That's a sleeper of a game there. A sleeper
spread
good game.
is.
The Sam
Sneaky good
Howell's him game.
What do you think the spread is?
What time?
Does that affect the spread?
1
p.m. in Commanders land. Washington.
Yeah, they posted today that it was sold out. So
Good for them.
fire Snyder and they get the fans in.
I think they win their first 2 games. They get the fans in.
2 games moving.
They 1-0 or are they 1-1 or 2-0?
2-0.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It opened at
The Bills are
Bills
probably
minus
bringing all the
5.5.
fans in. Bills Mafia, is that going to be?
That probably
All
helps.
blue.
For sure helps.
That's going to clash.
Yeah, not a pretty, but just teams that I don't think I've ever seen play each other in my life. NFC sleeper Super Bowl pick. This is where I said I don't know if I have a sleeper in this conference, just because I literally don't think any team outside of the Eagles, Cowboys, and Niners can make it. But just for the sake of the segment, I'll say the Lions again.
Yes. If you try not to analyze it too hard and just do it for the
I
segment,
can't.
what's the point of the segment?
I think I am sticking with the integrity of the segment by being honest.
That's why I said before the season started, once we get further along, we're just going to pick undefeated teams. Like the Niners is going to be every week probably.
I think I could have a legit sleeper if I thought it was like, who do you have?
Falcons.
I just no. There's no world I can imagine. Even if it was a sleeper, I just can't. And I know
That's what would make it a sleeper then.
I think a sleeper has to be still realistic.
What if everything goes right?
They're 2-0.
What? No, everything going right.
Every single thing goes right.
Then it depends how you define that, because then you could say who's the worst team in the league. The Cardinals could make it if every single thing goes right, but you got to think every realistic thing goes right. And I just don't think that any realistic thing on the Falcons going right could. Desmond Ridder, he looked really bad from what I saw.
Yet they're 2-0. And if that trend continues.
Who they played?
Packers.
Packers
Ooh, not bad.
and Carolina.
The Panthers.
Yeah. I give it 3 more weeks. People will be off the Falcons train.
Well, so will I, because this will change every week.
I understand. Next.
Giving fans hope.
The Seahawks. I'm back on the Seahawks. They won this week,
Yes.
so they are going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That's that.
a nice high-powered offense.
Yeah.
37 points. Gino's back.
They picked off
Yeah.
Goff, even though they gave up a lot of points. They picked off Goff. First time he was intercepted since last October or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the longest streak, and he was like 100 attempts away from the record, I think. Something like that. It was pretty close.
And I think Hansen told us on NFL Red Zone, he said that the last time someone was going for the longest streak, or I think Brady has the longest streak, it was ended by the Seahawks. So the Seahawks had ended both of the most recent longest streaks without interception.
Speaking of Falcons and streaks, the Ritter threw his first pick of his career, which I think he had the longest streak to open up his career without a pick.
Wow.
Because his
It
four
helps,
games, his
I
four
think.
games last year, no picks. Didn't throw one last week. Threw one this week. So he's officially bad.
It helps when they throws 20 times a game.
How many
He throws it to like the line of scrimmage. So
How many picks has Kenny thrown this season yet?
3.
3
Yet? 3.
so far.
How many
What?
does Trevor have? Did he throw one yet?
He threw
Yeah,
one.
he's throwing some.
0-17 watch.
He's good for those.
Caleb Williams watch. Who was watching Caleb Williams tape? Did they play?
Who? USC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he do anything crazy? Who'd they play?
I don't remember who
I
they
remember
played,
there. I'll look.
but they have played. They're playing Pac-12 bums, so.
They played.
Even then, I usually see something from him.
Did they play?
They week 3 bye week?
I don't think they played.
That's
Yeah.
odd.
I think
Stanford on September 9th, and then nothing on the 16th, and then the 23rd they have Arizona State this week.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I would have.
Something around.
Maybe that's why the Cardinals almost won. They didn't see any Caleb Williams on Saturday. They forgot what they were playing for. I have the Bears still.
Yeah, once I see Bears Cardinals play, that's when I'll
Do
know.
they?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! When?
They played late in the season. for
Week
sure.
16.
That's perfect.
It's late.
That is amazing.
That should be Monday Night Football.
Yes,
Just for the Caleb
it's for
Williams
Caleb
watch.
Williams.
Cardinals at Bears on Christmas Eve.
Oh my!
Christmas Eve.
It's literally a Christmas present.
425.
Loser gets Caleb Williams.
Facts.
Holy moly!
Unless Bryce Young is that terrible, which he does not look good. Just
Yeah.
yet.
And you see like Anthony Richardson, which is crazy. He just looks like an alpha out there. Bryce Young does not look
Alpha
like
gets
that.
hurt.
No.
Yeah, that
Unfortunately.
sucks. That's a
'Cause-
problem with a running quarterback.
Even though the doubleheader was on at the same time, I did watch a lot of Panthers plays. 0-17 watch. I might see Bryce Young on this.
Was it just me, or were they splitting the screen too many times?
You know what?
Oh, they did.
And
I didn't want to watch that game at all.
I was most annoyed. Obviously, I care a lot more about the Steelers game, but I also had the other game on my small TV. So I was like, I already have it here. So show me on the big one.
And a lot of when they did it, I thought, YouTube. I saw people that were doing this, and I'm like, if I had this split screen on YouTube TV right now, that'd be really annoying because I'd see the one on the right a lot smaller because they're showing the other one. I don't need that.
Yeah, I was at the bar though, so they had boom boom, so I saw the same thing. But Bryce's cheeks.
So Bears is yours? Eric?
Yes, Bears is mine.
Who's yours?
I'm sticking with the Broncos. I'm gonna ride.
Whoa.
I'm gonna ride this out.
Riding Russ.
Let's ride.
Because they
21-3 is disgusting.
did as much as they could on Saturday,
What's
whatever
21-3?
Sunday, and still couldn't win.
What's
The loss they gave up. They were up 21-3.
Oh, yeah, they had a Hail Mary and still couldn't win. Yeah, you can't hit a Hail Mary and lose.
Yeah, they did.
Well, they needed 2, so he's not Shador. Maybe Shador to the Broncos.
Stay in Colorado.
Ooh, it's juicy.
I like that.
Nice.
Are you Kirk Cousins?
What? Oh, I get it.
Okay, here's a little scenario for you guys. You're down 4 points. You need one offense in the NFL, as it currently sits, to take you down the field and score with 2 minutes left. Which current offense in the league are you taking?
Steelers.
That's a good one.
No, you need your team to score, not the other team.
I'm taking Philadelphia.
Ooh. Okay. They just seem a little... I know they have been scoring.
I mean, they struggled week 1, but then they moved the ball effortlessly.
They
against
did.
The Vikings.
They just that offensive line just manhandled the defensive line for the Vikings. But they just they're too up and down for me, especially in the early in that game. I guess if it's late in the game though, they've got their shit together.
They do have that new OC, but I think they'll be all right to get me 4 points.
I go with the Niners, but a close second is still the Chiefs.
Because of Mahomes.
Yes, because of Mahomes.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's
I mean, you found Sky Moore wide open to seal the game against us.
Right.
But I digress. Who are you taking?
Let me look at logos.
Just say Bills.
Ugh. 2 minutes.
Just to be different. I mean, Baker been nice.
Say when we haven't said
give me the
that.
Bucks. You guys really didn't take long to answer this.
Chose the best teams.
The ones in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's true. That's cheating.
Sorry. Seahawks.
Oh, good one. Yeah, it's kind of a combination of. Oh, you did not take the Niners though. I'll take the Niners.
I did take the
You
Niners.
did say Niners.
I said a close
Oh,
second.
it would be the
You want the
Chiefs.
Chiefs? You got the Chiefs.
Chiefs are tough. Like after what I saw.
You saw Jags shut him down.
Yeah.
He doesn't want them.
Yeah, there's still Kelsey's first game back. They're still working
Yeah,
things out
yeah,
without
yeah.
a receiver. Jawan Taylor's messing things up.
Yeah. Do you want 5 false starts on your game-winning drive?
We'll figure it out.
Are you really looking at logos?
Yeah. Oh, give me the Dolphins.
Good one.
Good pick.
Have we seen that from? Yeah, we did. We saw week 1 from Tua.
What do we see?
Him
Okay.
drive.
Yes. Yeah. Like a last second, 11 minute type thing.
And really hates hair.
Just rolling around like a tumbleweed.
That's what it is. All right, game recaps.
Oh God.
Oh, did you update this?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I added the Sunday night and Monday
Okay,
night
good.
records and then added it to the overall standings. So
Ooh, I'm him.
Yeah, I didn't think I had a good week.
this week, Jack led all 3 of us 11-3-2.
Wow, Jack.
So we had 2 pushes this week. I was second, 7-7-2. Andy, 6-8-2.
Yeah, while I was watching, I was like, I don't really remember my picks, but I don't think they're doing good.
And overall, Jack is in the lead, 20-10-2. What a record. Andy in second at 16-14-2. And I am dead last, 13-17-2. I've taken Bears twice.
I will never take the Bears.
I'll try not to make that mistake week 3.
All right, here we go. Thursday night football. The Vikings at the Eagles.
Oh, wait. Just kidding.
Yeah, I wish. I don't know when we'll be reviewing games next.
When Jack's going a 5-game win streak.
Vikings at the Eagles. This was Thursday Night Football. Was going to just gloss over this one, but actually had some storylines. Are these your...
Starting with Jefferson having more receiving yards in his 4-year career than anyone on the Bears.
Oh, that's crazy.
It is crazy. They're
in Bears history.
the Bears' top 5 receivers in their history.
Do we know them?
Only one of them is a wide receiver.
Don't tell me Devin Hester's on that list.
No, he's not in the top 10. I don't see. He's 21st.
Is Greg Olsen on there?
He was a Bear.
Yeah, he started his career at the Bears.
Is Ahmad Green?
39.
Is Matt Forte?
Matt Forte is 7th.
Good name.
He was a big receiver for them.
Johnny Morris is 1. His position is FL. Played in the 50s.
Wow.
Harlan Hill. His position is LE.
Left end.
Yeah. Also 50s?
Defensive back. Played in the 50s and 60s.
Oh.
Alshon Jeffries 3.
Wow.
Walter Payton is 4. Mike Ditka is 5.
What? Wasn't he a linebacker?
No, he's tight end.
Oh, wow. I don't know my NFL history.
Guess where he's from?
Chicago.
No.
Notre Dame.
He is
Pitt.
from Pittsburgh and
Yes.
went to Pitt.
Went to Pitt. Got it.
And it's from Carnegie, PA.
Car what?
Don't repeat it.
Give more notes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were deferring to me. He's also surpassing, I don't know when, but I did hear or read that he's going to, I think sometime at the end of the season, he'll beat all the Ravens receivers too. Wild.
Ravens,
I wrote
Saquon
in here the
Bolden.
game that Kirk is good. His offensive line hates him.
Yeah. He had a good game.
Yeah, Kirk is just bound to get 300 yards. Jefferson's going to get his, and I'm glad I took Addison.
He's on pace. Kirk's on pace for 6,100 yards and like 51
61.
touchdowns. Something like that.
Yeah, I feel like, what is it about their team?
Defense is pretty bad
Yeah.
still.
Defense is horrible.
The offensive line is really not good. Like their
run game was
they were on like
non-existent.
they were on their third left tackle, and the run game was really bad. Madison couldn't hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
And got
Everyone
stuff.
fucked Kirk basically because he didn't turn the ball over, and the defense couldn't stop a fucking.
He did, didn't he?
He had a fumble, but I mean, yeah, protect the ball, but
Madison
don't
had
let
2 fumbles.
guys get to you. It's all, you got to blame the offensive line to some extent for those fumbles, I think.
It'd be depressing if quarterback was doing him this year, because like he deserves a lot better.
0-2 start, playing the Chargers next.
That's gonna be a
Oh God! I
two 0-2 teams.
I saw a tweet saying loser leaves town. This game was entertaining because like the second drive in, Eagles fans are booing them so loudly. And I was like, I didn't know Eagles fans did this like even after a Super Bowl appearance. They are booing their offensive coordinator so loud because they are doing like these RPOs where they just, I guess, haven't really set up the run well enough because Jalen Hurts was trying to keep it, but they just sniffed it out so easily. And then they also did try to do quarterback draws that were just snuffed out. And
That's my least favorite football play.
Quarterback draw.
Yes, out of the shoddy.
It's not the wide receiver screen after that Jags game. That was tough.
It's both of those. Penn State does both of those.
Oh God, Penn State was. They're so annoying to watch. This game made people want to change 2 rules: the touchback after losing the ball into the end zone, and the rugby 1-yard rush that the Eagles get behind Jalen Hurts and push him. Just seems unstoppable.
Okay, the first one I understood, but the second one, like, why are people trying to change that rule? It's
Yeah, I
just a
don't know.
rush up the middle.
Yeah.
We've been doing QB sneaks with pushing since.
It's not like a technical thing like the NFL kind of made up. Like the losing the ball into the back of the end zone, that's something the NFL made up. That doesn't like fall an obvious structure of the game. That's something that had to be created because like they say, oh shit, this happens. What do we do here in this situation? Which makes me think there had to have been early days in football that something happened and the refs are like, shit, this hasn't happened before. What do we do? And they have to make up rules on the spot.
Right.
But for the rugby, whatever they do there, that like doesn't break. That doesn't like. That's not something outside of the realm. That's football.
Yeah.
So like, what do you do? You can't just say that's not. That's kind
You
of
say
like
it's a legal formation. You can't have two.
it's kind of like along the lines of they could make it an illegal formation, but why? Just because it's unstoppable.
Like, there's so many like nuanced like illegal formations that like there is a
That
reason
is-
why they call it. So
that
like,
is
this-
true. There are some
this could
weird-
just be one of those things that you can't do that.
They call a lot of illegal formations to where I just accept it. I want to know what happened, and usually I guess it's
Yeah.
someone just covering another player.
I guess like it's too unfair if you line up at that
Yeah.
spot. If this player lines up at that spot, too unfair. We can't let that happen. Illegal formation.
I would like to know the reason behind
history
every
behind certain things.
illegal
Every single one.
formation. And
It's not like every single quarterback in the league can do that play either. Hurts is a big body that can just. He's already halfway in the end zone by himself.
Yeah,
Like
and,
the
I mean,
push-
and they have arguably the best interior offensive line. So it's like
Yeah, it's a combination of things that work together. Every QB is not going to be able to do this play, but go try. It's right there for you.
yeah, that's what I said.
They're just mad because Hurts is a big body.
Just didn't draft a quarterback that could bench or can squat 600 and you have an all-pro
Sam Howell doing
Hall
this?
of Famer center.
Josh
Yes.
Allen could do it.
the Syracuse quarterback could do it.
Yeah,
Trader.
Actually, he'd pretend to do it and then just take off.
Yeah.
with no one knowing where he is.
that'd be sick. Everyone's expecting it. You got two guys right behind you. He's gonna rush, but then you somehow
Yeah. What if they?
escape out of it.
What if they line up to do that one time, and then they all get there pushing it, and then Hurts just like puts the ball like between his legs. The running back behind him takes it and runs around. They should do that in one time.
It's kind of like a fumblerooski type thing.
Sure.
It's like, hey, we're at the goal line. Let's run around.
Like Jalen
everybody.
should just hike it again. It's hiked to Jalen,
Double hike.
and then he hikes it. That's
I don't
sick.
think that'd work.
This next one, though, I think will be a better debate because I'm hoping that not everyone agrees on it. The touchback after losing the ball into the end zone, when you're reaching for the pylon and you fumble and it goes out of bounds, what should happen to that ball? The floor is whoever wants to take it.
Well, we
Because
were
I'm
talking.
passionate about this.
I know. We were talking about it the night it happened.
I don't remember.
You two agreed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You two were on the same side.
Where was I?
And I opposed it. You were in the text conversation with us.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you just like not remember anything that happens in that, or not see? Like,
All right, well, let's do it. I'm glad I forgot, so we can debate now.
Your point was saying.
No, I
that-
know my point. I want to hear your point. I'll argue my point.
My point was that the end zone is where a drive ends. That's why it's called the end zone.
Yeah.
So, of course, you can fumble a ball anywhere on the field and you get the ball there.
If you
because the
recover it or if it goes out of bounds.
we're talking about out of bounds.
Okay.
Because obviously, if you recover it.
Why doesn't the other team get it if it goes out of bounds?
Because the drive's not over. You're still in play. My point is the end zone is where the drive ends. So if the ball's going out of the part of the field where the drive ends, then I feel like that cancels out getting the ball back because it's out of the end zone where you're supposed to be scoring. Whereas if you fumble at like your own 40-yard line, of course you're going to get the ball back. You're still driving. But if you fumble out of the end zone, I feel like you've lost all the rest of the field because that's your only part. It's the only place you need to go is the end zone. So why should they get it back if you fumble out of the end zone?
What if you're on the 1 yard line, you have a holding call and you're about to score and it's 4th down?
the other team would decline it.
What if it's 4th down, you have a false start?
Okay, you're pushed back.
Why?
You
Why not just
had a
end the
false
drive?
start.
Because there's no more. What I'm trying
false
to get
start,
to is
4th down.
Can I meet you halfway to where instead of the other team gets the ball, we just put the ball back at like the 20-yard line?
So it's like the offensive team gets a touchback.
No,
Like
they
what
just
happened?
Get pushed back 20
what
yards.
happened in the Eagles Vikings game? The Eagles got the ball and the touchbacks. They got at the 20. correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So you're just saying the Vikings.
You're saying the
ball, get a
offensive team
touchback.
gets the ball back at the 20.
That's a
instead of
huge
the other
punishment.
team.
Well, it's
Huge punishment.
but I don't know about that. Like that would still be because that play started at like the 40-yard line, so they still got 20 yards for Justin Jefferson fumbling.
It's
The Vikings started that play. It was a bomb to Jefferson. Jefferson caught it, runs to the end zone, fumbles out of the end zone. And you're saying in this scenario, the Vikings will end up getting the ball at the 20-yard line. So the Vikings still get rewarded 30 yards.
Yeah, because that was a great play.
Yeah, but their player lost the ball.
What if the
People lose the ball all the
defense?
time.
What if the defense pokes the ball out and it goes out of the end zone?
Hell yeah, they're celebrating because now you're not at the goal line anymore. You got to go 20 more yards.
But why are we rewarding the offense for
they're not
fumbling?
rewarding.
That
You
is
are.
rewarding.
Yes.
It.
How?
You're giving them the ball back to score again after fumbling.
No, if you want the ball, recover the ball as a defense. It's not rewarded. You're still punishing them because you're kicking them back 20 yards.
But you can get 3 points. You're still going to get points though.
Right.
Let's say
That's fine. You can fumble anywhere on the field and still get points.
Which goes back to what I originally said. The drive's still going. The end zone.
The
it's
drive is
over.
still going at the end zone.
It's over there. Once you cross the pylon, you have 6. So if you fumble out of it without it in your possession, you shouldn't get
Yeah,
the
you should
ball
get the
back.
point. Well,
I thought you agreed with me.
Well, but I don't like your scenario.
Well, you
now
trying to meet me in the middle with the
because-
20-yard thing.
Because the Vikings, like their punishment for Justin Jefferson fumbling the ball is they still get like positive 30 yards in that play.
Right, because it was a great pass and run.
But
They should be
I feel
rewarded
like it
for
should
that.
be kind of negated for
With
fumbling
that,
the ball.
but that, yeah, fumbling.
They do. They don't get 20 extra yards on the goal line
Still got
or a
huge chunk
touchdown.
play on third down. They get
Good
30
for them.
yards.
It was a great throw and catch.
But you should protect the ball better. Like I think ball security is.
They should, which is why they get kicked back.
But they still got 30 yards. Like what if it was like
What if
they could have already gained like 70 yards? I think.
What if Jefferson was by himself and he's like celebrating and it goes forward out of his hand? Same thing. It's like, oh, back to the 20.
Yeah.
Start the drive over from the 20. Like if he's by himself, fumbled out his own out of the end zone.
I don't.
His team can stop him, and now that's a huge difference between 7 points and now you maybe kick a field goal, maybe you turn the ball over.
Maybe you score 6.
I think instead of your scenario, the offense gets a touchback to get it to 20. I think it maybe should be redo play.
Redo play?
Yeah.
How is that? How is they're rewarding the offense there?
Because in reality, in real life, the defense gets the ball. Their reward is, all right, you get another try, you get the ball back, but you got to start over again.
How is mine more of a reward than yours?
Because
you're rewarding the offense more than I am.
I'm not.
Hold on,
you're advancing the offense 30 yards.
I'm pushing them back. They're on the goal line. They have to go back to the 20.
But from the start of that play, I'm guessing, I don't remember where.
Oh, so you're saying that if they do that from like the 50,
Which
they have to start from the 50 again?
Yeah, they just redo the play.
Okay, what happens if they're on the 1 yard line and it happens?
Redo the play, start at the 1.
So that's rewarding them big time.
Yeah. Not rewarding them. It's just like, I don't know, do-over. It's like kind of like play didn't happen.
It's a mulligan?
Yeah, play didn't happen. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a mulligan if they're starting. Are they starting with the same down that the drive was?
That's redo play.
So yeah, it's
his is more rewarding.
No
than mine
way.
is.
No, it's not.
100%. Do you know how many times?
No. Yours is definitely far more rewarding than mine.
He's saying take it back to wherever the play started.
Yes.
Right.
Think about the play happened on Thursday night. No. Listen.
You're saying,
oh my God.
Think about the play that happened on Thursday night. So I don't remember the circumstances. I think it was 3rd and long, and then just
this is not more rewarding because yours we're going to the 20 regardless.
Yeah, you're saying
his is going
at the end
wherever
of the play,
wherever the play started.
At the end of the play, you're saying Vikings get the ball 1st and 10 at the 20. At the end of the play, I'm saying Vikings get the ball 3rd and 10 at the 50. That's the result.
In that situation, but they're not always like that.
What's a scenario where so you're saying even at the 1,
anytime
they go back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime within.
In that scenario, yes, mine's more. Well, in yours, do they always get a first down at the 20?
First down at the 20. Yes.
So
mine. If it was like 3rd and 1 at the 1 and Jefferson fumbles out of bounds, all right, do over another 3rd and 1 at the 1. Yes, mine would be more rewarding because they get 3rd and 1 at the 1, as opposed to 1st and 10 at the 20. So yes, in that scenario, it might be more rewarding. But I'm just thinking about what happened on Thursday night. Yours is far more rewarding because you're giving them first 10 to 20. I'm backing them up to the midfield, having 3rd and 10.
Also, another thing that I would be okay with is if they're reaching for it and they fumble it out of bounds, they just get the ball back at the 1.
But what if like Jefferson fumbled it at like the 6 and it rolled out of into the back?
Then they get it where they fumbled it. So like with
can advance.
Yeah,
it's not bad. It's tough. I mean, maybe that's why like they said.
Yeah, they just made it easy for themselves and just said, "Fuck it, give it back to."
Thing. Yeah,
disagree because I think that's the easiest thing to do.
What is yours?
It makes more sense.
Ball goes where they fumble.
Yes, I think that's the most. That makes the most sense. But
then what about
that already happens?
But then what about,
except for the end zone?
But what about and this is like, well, let's just say what I said. Jefferson fumbled it at like the 6, and it rolls to the back of the end. Like rolls like around the pylon, like how it did. Like it rolled out of bounds in the end zone. But what if it just like happened to roll like right before the pylon? Did they get it where it crossed out of bounds? At the 1?
Who?
The Vikings. Because isn't it usually...
I don't know what the rule is. I think they get it where it rolls out.
Yeah, so...
Depending on what time is left in the game.
Yeah, that also is weird that I don't really understand either. But I was under the impression it's always you get the ball where it rolled out of bounds. So what if in the scenario I'm saying Jefferson fumbles it and instead of it going into the end zone and in our fake scenario, they get it back where he fumbled it. What if it rolled out like just inside the pylon at the 1? They get it at the 1. That's just like dumb luck, I think. If it rolled out 1 more, then they get it back.
Well, he should have fumbled at the 1, and they would have got the ball at the 1.
No, I'm saying he fumbles it at the 6, and it happens to roll at the 1. All right, you get the ball at the 1, as opposed to you fumble at the 6, and it happens to roll just around the pylon in the end zone. You get it back at the 6. It's like very circumstantially weird. So
that never happens. I get it.
It's rare a ball could be fumbled that far out of the end zone, but it's happened.
Yeah,
punched out. Could get punched out and go
from behind, hit off a knee or something.
But I think there was an uproar because fantasy and betting has ruined football for people. But I don't see the rule changing.
It also completely changed this game. That could
it did.
They got a field goal though.
No, the Eagles got the ball.
Yeah, but they got a field goal on that drive.
Who did? The Eagles did?
Yeah.
Yeah, so instead of the Vikings getting 6, 7, the Eagles got
10-point swing.
So 10-point swing.
Mm.
The game ended in 6 points. So, yes, it did have a big effect on the game at the end.
Well.
That was a great debate. Thank you for taking part. We need to find more topics where we're that passionate about.
We need more things to happen in games that make us question the rules.
Chiefs at Jaguars. The Chiefs were favored 3.5. I took the Jags. You guys took the Chiefs. I called Eric fake for taking the Chiefs, but it was a smart play.
Practical.
Where to start?
Bless you.
I guess we'll start. That was a cough. I guess we'll start when we entered the stadium and I just lost all hope for what this season and what this fan base could be this year.
Oh, I was about to say, where are you going with this when you walked in? Oh, duh. It was red as fuck.
Yeah, I thought last year and then what was to come was a changing of just what we're about to see in the stadium. And I think our fans are just too pussy of the heat and
they wanted to make
a buck
on the ticket because it was going for $200-$300.
And how do I change that? I don't know. When all these fans want to travel to Florida, or they're already here, and they just want to go to Jacksonville and watch their team.
Side note: there's a dog that I'm watching 4 times a week, and across the street, Kansas City flag hanging outside their house. So it's real. They live here. Like Steelers, Cowboys, they live amongst us.
They do.
Jags is just their, this is our home team, but we'll support the other one when they come.
It's very annoying. I guess we have to have. I don't know. Chiefs have been around for 100 years. We just have to have long sustained success.
I also think this area. I could be wrong. Isn't there more
Don't talk shit. Don't talk shit.
It's not. It's just. Isn't there more implants like from other? It's more. Of a
Yeah, that's what we're
I
saying.
feel
There's
like it's more of a
Cowboys,
melting pot
Chiefs, Steelers fans.
than like in Pittsburgh. Everyone's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
There's no
It's
one-
I
rare
learned that from an old head that I talked to at a bar once. He told me that because he's a Jags fan, but he's been in Jacksonville since he was born, and he's like in his 40s or 50s, and he said Cowboys and Steelers mostly they were already here before Jacksonville had a team.
Right.
So
yeah.
Jags come, and then they get their fans later.
Yeah, because Jags came here in '95, but football fans have been moving to Florida for a long time, and Cowboys have been around forever. Steelers, Chiefs, Niners. Oh my God! When we go to that game this year,
Bruh,
it's gonna be flooded.
exactly. It's like I meant to say that on Twitter. Like, wait till the 49ers come to town. It's gonna look the same.
That's probably gonna be worse.
Who else is coming? I'm gonna look.
It's right there.
Bills. That's gonna be bad.
Yeah. Oh, that's in
It's
London.
in London.
Oh shit! Maybe I'm talking playoffs. Oh, so we lost at Chiefs, which means it's time to update the schedule with an L.
It was looking good, man.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, we beat Kansas City. We're gonna have a W here, W here, W here, W here, W here."
This is only
W
the
here.
Jags' second loss
here.
in 2023, and it's to the Chiefs again.
Oh, jeez. So let me update that
That's
with
disgusting.
an L. They didn't expect that, but it happened, and it happened because for some reason, when we played the Chiefs twice last year, and I thought Doug was better than this. We thought that a rookie right tackle. We didn't make any upgrades on the offensive line besides that rookie right tackle.
Yeah.
And we thought that going into this game, that rookie right tackle could take on Chris Jones by himself. There were way too many times that he didn't have any help at all. Chris Jones was lined. Oh, rookie right tackle, duh.
Pretty much every snap, I feel like he was by himself.
Chris Jones had a 77% win rate versus the whole line whenever he was in. 77% win rate. For perspective, last season, the number one pass rusher,
Myles Garrett.
I don't have it here. Is that who it was?
I know you sent this earlier.
Oh.
It was Myles Garrett led this stat last year at like 24%,
Yeah,
something like that.
24, 22%.
Yeah.
Chris Jones had 77%.
77%.
And he hadn't done training camp. He hadn't played since the Super Bowl.
He just signed a piece of paper and said, "All right, give me my pads
Yeah.
and helmet."
Yeah, he had 1.5 sacks, 2 quarterback hits at TFL.
He impacted that game.
He was in the backfield every play.
Yeah. Anytime he was on the field, he was impacting the play. I think I saw he impacted 1/4 of, like, he had an impactful play, and the Jags have a negative offensive play 1/4 of the times that he took a snap, that he was in there for a snap.
3rd and 14, screen, Chris Jones, bat down.
And I just don't,
That's right. Yeah, he did have a.
I don't
Pass
understand
deflection. Yeah.
the how naive we could have been going into this game, thinking that we could just play our game and not worry who was on the other side of the field.
And in the press conference, Doug's just like, Chris Jones, hell of a player. Hell of a player. If you are able to acknowledge that before the game starts and do something about him.
He needed to always have a running back there to getting ready to block him, or tight end there chipping him. Insane. And what's kind of funny is that all training camp, our offensive line coaches wore shirts that on the back said 31st offensive line. And they were referencing like some Pro Football Focus or some other outlet that ranked our offensive line 31st. So it's just so funny that they were wearing 31st.
They're self-aware, but not enough to do anything about it.
Well, no, they were wearing it obviously because
like
they were trying to motivate.
Right.
Not thinking that they were actually 31st, but they are probably. And that just that doesn't make me very hopeful going forward, because how good can a rookie right tackle get as the season goes on, especially come playoff time? Like, he's not used to playing this many games. I mean, the hope is, I guess, that he's going to Doug Peterson said that he's not concerned with the offensive line. Like, these units take time to gel and get used to each other. And I just haven't I'm not familiar with a situation where
An offensive line just gets better.
this has happened. Yeah. Any comments there? Because I have more. I'm about to talk about the defense in a second.
Offensive line was obviously a glaring problem.
Yeah, people blamed our play calling, and I get it, but
The play calling was bad in some parts. Obviously, the goal line calling 3 straight pass plays, but there were a lot of instances in this game where Trevor, I hate to blame him, but he had some throws where the receivers, it was tough on them to get their feet down, and that happened several times in this game. And that's when I was saying earlier that like we had opportunities to score regardless of the impact Chris Jones had. Like we still had our opportunities to get in the end zone, and Chris Jones still had a monster game, and we could have still came out with a W. What would we be talking about if that did happen? Chris Jones had his stat line, but
we still won, yeah.
But we still won without scoring the field goals. We scored, 2017 instead. We'd still be talking about that, but we'd be like, damn, this is a resilient bunch. But we can't say that now. We got to say, hey, we got to work better on our execution, because why aren't we throwing to Calvin Ridley more? All the plays, Christian Kirk had an amazing stat line. Why weren't we doing more of the things that we're working with Christian Kirk with the other receivers on our team? We're able to spread the field with all the talent we have. Understandably, Chris Jones is disrupting a lot of those plays, but when he's not, can we get the ball out quicker and get it to our skill guys? That just wasn't happening consistently. So a lot of things to clean up on the offense, but Chris Jones definitely was the main factor in us not being able to do anything, but we also shot ourselves in the foot a fuck ton of times.
I don't know why, because it's good, but Trevor, our last 3 times that we played them, this time and the two times last year, their combination of their pass rush and their elite man coverage, I don't know why they're so good versus us, is so good versus Trevor in this offense. Which is why I hate playing this team, and I don't know why. They're just not the best defense in the league, I guess, because you mix their pass rush with how sticky their defensive backs are versus receivers. There's nothing. Every time our receiver of ours got a ball, there was someone like right on him. Mm-hmm. Especially all the passes that the receiver could have tried. Gotten 2 feet down if the ball was better, or if they were more aware,
like right on his back.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa. What is with this Chiefs secondary? What can you do? You have to be perfect versus this team. Are they the Chiefs like this every game? I've seen games where the Chiefs are in a shootout. Like how?
I think we should have attacked the quick passes more. Like 1, 2, 3, throw the ball, like super quick routes. Because when I was watching highlights, that's what Christian Kirk was doing. Like all Christian Kirk's catches were quick passes from Trevor. I feel like they could have kept doing that, and we would have found success against the secondary. We're fast on offense. They can run good routes and get out of their breaks quickly. So I felt like they should have capitalized on that more. Considering the pass rush was there, why not just keep throwing quick passes? I feel like that would have worked all game. And it would have tired the defense out, just being able to go down the field, 5 yards.
Well,
10
I did
yards.
see they tried a slant to Calvin Ridley. He dropped it. They tried another quick route where he was coming across here, like they're in the red zone. He dropped that one. It wasn't a great day for Calvin. So they did try some. I did see them try some. And then I saw another one where I can't remember who it was, but it was another one of those shallow crosses. Caught it, got blown up immediately by, I think.
It was Christian Kirk that caught that.
I think someone posted.
Kirk got wrecked on that play. I was like, and he got up right away.
Someone posted this on Twitter. The Chiefs just did an amazing job of just switching, because on man coverage, you got to be ready to switch because you could get picked. And they just switch perfectly. It's like, bro, how do you play offense against this team if the pass rush is this good and they're playing so sticky in the backfield, in the defensive backs?
You kick field goals.
What do you do?
And hope the defense.
I guess you got to run the ball really well, which we weren't doing anyway either.
No. You
got to run the ball to get some safeties up and try to go deep. I don't know.
How many run plays do we even have?
18 carries.
18.
Yeah, no, Tank didn't even get a touch. So, yeah, very annoyed by the Chiefs' ability to shut us down on offense every time we play them.
5 of those were Trevor.
It's like every time we play the Chiefs, getting yardage is like pulling teeth. It's very frustrating. And I guess all I'm hoping for now, I already claimed that we're not among the elite anymore. Only thing I can hope for in the playoffs is that we don't match up against them.
Oh, we're going to make the playoffs, though.
Yeah, we'll still make the playoffs.
I love that.
But Tennessee looks good now. So we'll worry about that.
This is that week-to-week shit. Oh, one win.
But yeah, with the Chiefs, the Chiefs are our kryptonite. Not just because they're the Chiefs, because I don't know the way we match up versus them. Although I will say, we finally shut down Travis Kelce in that offense.
Yeah, I want to highlight that definitely. Like,
I am so proud of this defense. I have never seen the Chiefs offense look like this.
Jay Villains.
I don't remember I mean, they didn't look great versus Detroit, but I think they looked better than they did this week. And they had Kelce this week. And I know Kelce with the whatever he had, but I don't care. I was expecting
He had
Kelce.
like 4 catches, 1 touchdown.
I was expecting Kelce to dominate.
Like he did in the playoff game.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, despite what was wrong with his knee, I don't think that matters with him in Mahomes. I think we actually, without a pass rush, I am so proud and so upset that this defensive unit didn't get rewarded for that. If we were able to move the ball like a legitimate offense, we could have blown them out. We could have put up the 40 that I wanted because our defense was playing so good versus them. I haven't seen defense play, and this is the same defensive. Our defensive coordinator was a linebackers coach when the Bucks just gave Mahomes hell in the Super Bowl when they played in COVID year.
And we were gifted that play where they were fielding the punt, and he just dropped it and got it right there in the red zone. Like,
yeah, we had so many things go our way. Mahomes
once
threw
again,
a pick.
Yep, Mahomes threw a pick to Cisco.
So many. Every time we play the Chiefs, it's like things go our way.
I know,
but we can't win. It's because of fucking defense. We can't move the ball on them. Last year in the playoffs, Mahomes gets hurt. Chad Henne comes in.
Yep.
Before that, we start the game by recovering an onside kick.
We just can't finish against this team for some reason.
But I do blame a lot on the offensive line for not being able to move the ball. Probably offensive line 1, Trevor 2, play calling 3. And I mean, Trevor just didn't stand a chance at times. There were times where he had no. So I think I made this point on our Bleacher stream. We have a lot of weapons, and that's good to have a lot of weapons. But what's it good for if you can only go through your first progression?
If you got no time to do anything with it.
Maybe his first read is Calvin. Maybe he's locked up. He has no time to go to Kirk or Zay or Evan Ingram if has Chris Jones in his face.
Brings the ball down, looking to run, and he's just tackled to the ground. But we're an unserious team right now.
Very.
So hopefully it's just early season rust because we didn't look good against Colts either.
And I understand, and I get that, but like, how much can offensive line communication, offensive line gelling improve a team? I mean, I know that there are things that we can do outside of the offensive line, like we're 3 of 12 on third down this week and last week, so that can.
Well, we have Cam Robinson out. We have Cooper Hodges injured. So maybe it's a rotation thing where guys can come in, come out, and that'll work. I don't know. But we are down like several guys now. And we've been running with those guys for 2 games. So it's a long season. They come back. We can see if anything changes. But if this was our core offensive line playing right now, I would probably be a little more worried. But we still have guys on the depth chart that aren't in right now.
I am a little worried because our people that are supposed to be playing well, like Anton, I know he's a rookie. I know his second week ever, but Sheriff played terribly.
And you got to put him against Chris Jones in his second career start.
Yeah.
Tough ask, especially one-on-ones.
Just to give the Jags defense more flowers about containing Kelce, he was targeted 9 times, only caught 4 of them. He hasn't had a catch percentage that bad in 3 years, since the beginning of 2020.
Holy
so that's
hell.
really impressive.
That is so good.
I'm pretty sure I'm reading. I'm scanning through all his game logs. There's no percentage that bad since then.
Fuck.
So we fast forward to playoffs. We have their number on defense.
Well, maybe they're different in Arrowhead. We just got to win more games than them now because we can't rely on the tiebreaker because they have that on us.
Yeah, and we're tied 1-1. So Justin Herbert, please sweep. This is the only team in the division that will have a chance to beat them.
Please win a game first.
Anything else?
No, you guys covered it.
Yeah, I can't speak
On to the Texans.
Any more highly on that
home.
What about the tailgate
performance?
Yeah, speak on that.
Oh yeah, we won the tailgate at least.
We did. Got a fire TikTok from it.
Yeah, that was it was hot, but yeah, I was drenched actually after that tailgate.
You got to tell me, I was there too.
But that was fun.
It was gross, man.
TikTok
If I didn't bring a change of shirt, that would have been awful. It was the hottest game I've ever been to.
Wow.
Get out of here. You remember the Packers? Your fans passed out. 110 people. Oh, you're talking about the Chiefs then? The last time the Chiefs were here.
110 people at the tailgate?
No, 110 people went to the hospital, right?
Oh,
yeah. And that, what amazes me is that I drank no water from when we left your house.
Why? Why do you do this to yourself?
I don't need it.
You don't need
That's
it.
why I'm.
I think you do need it.
Well, I need it. I need it, but I don't need it. Like I'm not going to pass out and need to go to the hospital. I don't know how I'm able to do this. I drink nothing but Casamigos in the blazing sun, drenched in sweat. All my fluids are out of my body, and all that's going into me is tequila. Yet I'm able to stand up, watch a game, yell, clap, shout, and not pass out. I don't understand I don't understand my body. But I did buy a Smart Water in the second quarter because I'm not going to make it the whole game. I need at least one bottle of water. Yeah.
That's a funny TikTok.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, my TikTok. Yeah, Jags must have listened to my TikTok.
Yeah. I realized that after we shut him down,
I guess I'm doing it every week.
that I should have had you make one about.
player.
I should have had you make one about Chris Jones. How do we stop him?
Yeah, but on to next week, our last home game until October 15th.
Good.
That's going to be a fire 3-week stretch. Home game.
Who is it?
Home game, New Orleans, and then we all go to Pitt.
Oh.
And then we have a bye week.
Oh.
And then another bye week when we play San Fran. That's going to be tough.
That's gonna be disgusting. We're gonna be like high from winning 3 straight, and then having to see San Francisco take over our stadium.
TJ Watt versus
gonna,
Anton Harrison.
That's gonna be disgusting.
Man.
Oh my God! Hold on, let's just go through. No.
Record prediction?
No, I'm going through who's going to be matched up versus our O line.
Which
What's his
edge rusher?
name?
Will Anderson,
Will Anderson.
Grady Jarrett,
Cam Jordan?
Is out.
Cam Jordan.
Yeah.
TJ Watt's going to be tough.
Yannick Ngakoue for the
Fuck.
Colts. Oh, Bosa and a ton of others.
Nick Bosa and
Ton
San
of
Fran.
others, just everybody.
Yeah.
Fred Warner,
Arden Key. Revenge game, Tennessee.
Jeffrey Simmons, too.
Your guy.
Oh
What's his name?
man, Trey Hendrickson.
Hubbard.
Oh fuck, Miles
Miles
Garrett.
Garrett's coming to
Garrett,
town.
and a
We
lot
go
of
there.
Help. No way.
Bucks were chilling.
Burns. Okay.
Right.
And then
Just got to get through the middle of the schedule.
Chris Jones again.
Wild card.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Packers at Falcons. This had the toe tap non-touchdown because here's another rule we can talk about.
Oh, boy.
So did you guys see it?
I didn't see it.
This player caught the ball. I think it was Falcons player caught the ball in the back of the end zone, facing the quarterback with his back toward the back of the end zone. Tapped his toes in bounds.
But his heel was out.
No, just tapped him down. And then tapped in and then came down on his heel. They called it no touchdown.
The heel was out of bounds?
No, it would not when he first tapped.
So they were saying his full foot had to be down.
Yes.
He's saying just the toes.
So here's the
tapped,
line.
and he came down.
He
on
gets
his
it like
heels.
this. He catches it and then he's done. So touches it, gets in, and then he backs up like that.
So he did a little hop. Toes touched, did a little hop, and then all the foot was out of bounds?
Yeah. And they say no touchdown. But if you go the other way, if you drag your feet like that, that's a touchdown. If you drag toe tap it facing that way, that's a touchdown.
Interesting.
Because you start inbounds and you drag your toe out, that's a touchdown. But if you go backwards, then it's not.
Oh, but backwards is the thing. Because, like, what about Santonio Holmes' Super Bowl catch?
That's weird. If it's toes, if you're saying
Just
toes
tapped his
is the
toes and fell out of
touchdown.
bounds.
Can you try to look it up?
Yeah, I don't know what the Google.
I'm going to try Twitter.
Falcons.
Falcons.
Falcons, no
Falcons
touchdown.
toes.
Toe.
Right. I'm trying to
Well,
find
I got it. So someone said, Mike Pereira, curious why this is incomplete. Both toes down, heel comes down after both toes are in. Possession not in question. Seems they call this different going forward. Could drag 2 toes and whole body falls out of bounds and it's a catch. Why are heels different? Thank you.
I want to see a video, not a picture, if it's there.
Oh.
Because I don't really understand just a picture. Oh, that? No, it's just a thing.
Oh, so do you get it though?
Yeah.
I get it. Right.
You want to pick a video? Hold on.
Is ASMR?
ASMR of Andy trying to find a Twitter video.
Get a picture. I can video.
This one. I'm scrolling through Twitter.
Yeah. If his toes are in,
I saw Calvin Ridley toe tap. Falcons.
I thought toe was touchdown.
Toe tap. I don't think I'm gonna find this video.
Well, this podcast is ruined.
Falcons.
If you want my opinion, I think it's bullshit.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's weird.
But Falcons won the game, so
Yeah, I don't feel that bad then.
How about someone in our league dropping
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts already?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Would you
agree
drop
with
him,
it.
Jack?
They're a run first offense, man.
yeah,
It's like 90-10.
He's just gonna.
It's just a name value. Like it's tough to gut loose with him.
Yeah, right.
Fantasy's about the numbers.
I get the guy, whoever it was, is reasoning like he could be scared. He's gonna be a decoy all year.
Oh, speaking of our league, the guy that took Kirk Cousins first overall scored 170 this week.
I saw that.
It's just all luck.
You must have lost this week, Jack.
No, I had some.
In 80% of your leagues.
How's Dov not tweet about this?
It's okay.
Jack will find it.
I probably won't.
Okay. Yeah, Bills just had their way with the Raiders.
They're back.
Josh Allen's back. This is how I need Trevor Lawrence to respond, the same way Josh Allen responded in this game. Ravens at Bengals. Jamar Chase went top 3 in fantasy leagues this season, and he's averaging like 7 points per game.
Well, Burrow's also not playing well either.
And he re-aggravated his calf.
Well, T. Higgins gave me 28 yesterday, so for Sunday.
Oh, he re-aggravated his calf? Mm-hmm. Bengals are done, man.
We knew that there's bound to be AFC teams that just weren't going to live up to the hype because AFC was hyped like crazy. Imagine that they're 0-2. That's how they started last year, I think.
Yeah,
They did.
that's their.
That's crazy.
And
That's
then
their
won like 10
thing.
straight, I think.
Now they got to climb out
They
of
just
that.
want attention.
10 straight.
That may be
It's okay.
exaggeration.
That's
but
fine. It works. Seahawks at Lions, the shootout of the week. Went to overtime. That was fun.
Did
Goff
you,
threw his first pick.
you guys heard what the ref said?
Something about I'm talking to America.
Yeah.
Who was he talking to?
Geno Smith.
What was Geno doing?
It's in the. You can click the link if you have the doc up. You can play the audio. He's making the ref was.
What was
saying a
Geno
call,
trying
and
to do?
Geno was, I don't know, complaining about something.
Intentional grounding, offense number 7. It's a 10-yard penalty, and I'm talking to America here. 10-yard penalty and a loss of down, second down.
That is the best line I've ever heard out of an official. We'll get to the penalty in a minute. He just told Geno Smith.
Oh, I wanted to say this when we were talking about the Jags game. Ian Eagles' call after Kelsey's touchdown when he said Kelsey found the blank space there, Taylor Swift song reference. So perfect because Ian Eagle doing his homework, knowing that blank space, he had that ready, I assume. Duh. But just the fact that it wasn't too on the nose. He did it very subtly, not like making a big deal out of it. Perfect call. And I hate Kelsey. So,
Do you think announcers are gonna try to make more puns like that the rest of the season?
I would love that.
What else could you do?
Just be
Give them
very
Well,
subtle
titles.
about it.
Mark Jones did Stunting Like My Daddy with the Shiloh Sanders pick 6.
Is that a
more-
song?
right?
Lil Wayne.
Oh,
Oh, because Lil
Stunting
Wayne.
Like My Daddy.
I
Oh,
don't know
Lil
that one.
Oh my God.
I don't know neither. But I guess Lil
Of course,
Wayne's there,
of course, blank fucking space, but not Stunting Like My Daddy. Very popular Lil Wayne song.
I thought that was an anticlimactic, them coming out, because you couldn't really hear Lil Wayne. He's not good on the mic live.
Lil Wayne was there?
Yeah.
He brought them out singing. He sang them
I
out
didn't
of the
see the
tunnel.
beginning.
It's like he sang them out of the tunnel.
Fuck.
Like crazy.
But yeah, Mark Jones did one. So, and it was in our intro. So I thought I thought you got that.
I didn't. I didn't know. I mean, I thought it was just reference to Deion Sanders,
Oh, it was, but also
but
Lil
also
Wayne.
Lil Wayne
Yeah.
makes it better.
Chargers lose to the Titans in overtime. Did not think this could happen.
We stay underestimating the Titans because they're just so well coached.
And overestimating the Chargers. They haven't. They've lost 3 heartbreakers now, back to back to back. Jags, Dolphins, Titans. If you're a Chargers fan, pretty much just flamingo.
Flamingo.
That's gotta hurt.
I don't know any Chargers fans.
Yeah,
besides
that's gotta
him.
hurt.
Is Herbert really just a coach away from dominating the entire league? Is that it?
Maybe the whole team is. I don't know. It's your line.
I have a line.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear this about the reporter asking Brandon Staley about the Jags?
Is it in here?
It's also in there if you want to play it for the audio.
References, yes.
So yeah, they asked Brandon Staley like if
Took exception.
Do you watch every post-game press conference?
No, but I did have that thought today that I should start watching more coaches post game because obviously I immediately after the game I watched Tomlin and then Kenny and they probably do a TJ gets a lot or Cam, but they'll throw in a defensive captain. But I'm curious to see how Tomlin differs from other coaches fielding questions because I feel like I know Tomlin answers questions very uniquely.
Well, today I don't know if you understand what I was saying, but oh no, you did because he sent it.
Yeah, he sent the reference after when you said that initially. I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
Yeah, speaking of Tomlin being unique, he called.
You want to play the audio?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it now. He called Steelers fans.
Don't spoil it.
Okay, I'll just play it.
Mike, you talked about the environment you saw at the game. Those same fans also in the second half, the fourth quarter, showed their displeasure with your offensive coordinator. What do you say to those fans in the stands that are upset?
Man, I appreciate their passion. I share their passion. We all do. Man, we love our fans, man. They inspire us. They challenge us. It's an awesome relationship. Man, we don't run from challenges. We run to challenges. This is the sport entertainment business. It is our job to win and thus entertain them. And so, we don't begrudge them for that. We want them to be fat and sassy and spoiled. It is our job.
Mike, you share their passion.
And then I had texted Jack. Jack, are you? I hear you're fat, sassy, and spoiled. Here is Brandon Staley being asked about the Jaguars after the loss to the Titans. He's being asked about the Jaguars' loss in the playoffs last season.
I'm not worried about the Jacksonville loss. The Jacksonville loss hasn't carried on to the season whatsoever. If you've seen our training camp or you've seen the way we've played in the first 2 games, it hasn't had an impact on our team whatsoever. Our team is connected. Our team has played its heart out in 2 games, and we've lost 2 tough games. But it has nothing to do with the Jacksonville game. And if you ask anyone in our locker room, it has nothing to do with the Jacksonville game. And that's just the truth. It's a convenient storyline for you and for everybody else.
For me too.
But it's not the truth. We've lost 2 tough games. But the guys in that locker room, the men in that locker room, they are finishers and they have what it takes, and we're excited to prove ourselves.
I like the fire.
Does he say anything else?
I don't think so. He does.
Yeah, we just lost a game in overtime, Jeff. So how do you think the mood is?
Yes.
How do you think the mood is?
Snappy.
How do you think it is? It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough group in there. There's a lot of pride in that room. Okay, we put a lot into this, and we got a good football team. And so we've lost 2 tough games. We've got to bounce back, learn from our mistakes, and be ready for Minnesota.
I just feel like they are a coach away from just taking them to. Imagine Andy Reid. I know he can't coach everywhere, but
Yeah.
obviously you could say that for every team. But
to keep him there, we don't need.
oh no, I love him there. we don't need the Chargers.
We don't need the Chargers getting a good coach and start running shit. But that is crazy that like local reporters are just like, "Hey, is Jacksonville game still?"
I love that.
That
Hell
shit
yeah.
was so many months ago, and they're just
9
still
months
thinking
ago.
about that.
Yeah.
Like
9 months ago, we should be coming up on a lot of Jacksonville babies being born soon. I think you just got to know when to move on from a head coach. I've been on record saying that it would have been after he fumbled the Raiders playing game,
yeah.
pretty much.
Fire him before their playoff game.
No, didn't they lose?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes,
that game where they could have both got it if they
If they
tied.
and he
yeah,
tried to
yeah.
get cute, playing for the win.
I thought you were referencing, which you clearly weren't, the
Clearly,
last year when he played Mike Williams and starters in the last week of the season.
that
and
was
some
number
got hurt.
2. That was
So they fire him after that game. They go into the playoff game with no coach.
No, at the
But
end
yes,
of the season.
I get what you mean. He was
giving-
first year head coach, I think, for that tie.
That's
should have
fine.
been tie game.
That's fine, and so was
Urban Meyer.
no, so was fuck. Come
What?
on, Nathaniel Hackett.
Oh, Hackett.
When I said week 1 that I would fire him after that game, when he just fumbled every decision that you could make as a head coach. Unfortunately, I think they were on primetime too,
Yeah, against the Seahawks.
and then he ended up getting fired. But yeah, he is leading the odds of which coach is going to be
They have
by
odd-
sports
they have
betting.
odds for that?
Yeah, which
The
coach is
fuck?
going to be fired first? Do you guys want to take a stab at who's number 2? He's 2 over 1, whatever that means. Odds
2-1.
2-1. Who's number 2?
I would guess the Bears head coach.
Eberflus, yeah.
Yep, he's number
Ooh.
2.
All right,
Good
who's
job,
3?
guys.
Who's 3?
Eberflus. I have no idea what his
He
name
came,
is.
he came from Indy. He's just, I don't know.
They should have hired an offensive guy. When they've hired him,
Well, he was he? Or
He's a
was he
defensive guy.
defensive? I don't
Yeah.
remember. Oh, he's from Indianapolis. He might have been defensive.
he was a defensive coordinator there. Yeah, I think they fumbled that move. Number 3.
Yeah.
This is
Ooh.
this is interesting. You're not gonna get this.
3 would be tough. Need to look at logos.
Is it?
13.
No. Well, when was this?
Oh no, never mind. You could get this. I thought he was still at his old team. Wow.
When was this updated?
Today.
Oh, okay. Huh. No, they're 2-0.
Frank Reich,
For who?
Panthers.
Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. No, but close. You're warm.
Oh, this game again.
I don't know how.
You mean just tell you guys?
I don't know how
It's
they
you're
make
not gonna
one.
get it because it's odd that it's here.
Ron Rivera?
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't know why
Wow.
that would be there. They're 2-0.
Just because Bieniemy's looking over his shoulder. It's a weird situation over there. It
Is
seems
it?
Like, kind of, yeah.
Josh McDaniels,
Makes sense.
Kevin O'Connell.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense,
Does it make sense?
doesn't it? It just
Vikings?
Well, I guess their defense
He
is
was
just
13-4
depleted.
last year. Give him some
Yeah, they
credit.
did. They had a good year.
Robert Saleh.
What? Wow.
Yeah, this season is not his fault.
Yeah.
When it ultimately comes crashing down, and they're 3
He
and
took over
14.
last year, like changed the culture. It felt like, and rebuilt that defense. So like to be.
I'm surprised
almost
it's Todd
dominant.
I'm surprised Todd Bowles hasn't been listed yet.
Well, they're
Well, no,
2-0.
2-0. Duh. Dennis
Oh, I had a
Allen.
weird dream with Bruce Arians last night.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Bruce Arians.
That is crazy,
I
bro.
know. Sorry.
After the Steelers beat the whoever they played,
Them
Last night. the
Yeah.
Browns?
brownies.
he had a dream about Bruce Arians because you want him as offensive coordinator.
No, but that would be nice. It was like a weird scenario that I was Ben Roethlisberger, and like I met up with Bruce Arians, and we talked about the old days of winning the 08 Super Bowl, and then we lost the 2010 Super Bowl.
Wow.
I love dreams.
Yeah, it was interesting, and we're like good old friends.
Where does Dennis Allen coach?
Saints.
Oh.
I could see. I mean, if things were
Gannon's very low. on
He
there.
is. He's after Vrabel, Todd Bowles, and then,
After Vrabel. That's crazy.
and then Gannon.
Vrabel, he's a white Tomlin, man. He's gonna have the Titans like
That's a
9 and
great
8.
name, White Tomlin.
They're both named Mike.
The Justin Fields and the Bears played the Bucks, and wow, the Bucks are 2-0, like you just said.
Like, yeah, I just said.
Someone just said.
I think I did.
Yeah,
Todd Bowles, 2-0.
Fields sucked. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, please. I'm ahead of the curve on this one.
He been on that way.
Yeah, he threw threw 2 interceptions in the last 2 minutes. One was, everyone probably seen it, on the goal line, and he just like tossed it to Shaq Barrett. And Shaq Barrett just like fell in the end zone. And
they had ran the same formation 3 straight times.
Same play, I think I saw. It was the same play three plays in a row.
Yeah, that's I don't know who their offensive coordinator is, but Fields just wasn't seeing the field well. I put that picture in here.
Yeah, I saw the all 22 of this one. Baldy broke it down. Baldy breakdown, and the overhead shot is just as damning. Like, just pick your guy.
Just
pick your guy, bro.
open.
Yeah, even if he hit the guy in the middle of the field,
Yeah.
like, it's still a pickup of 10 yards.
This one's a touch. This one's a touchdown. This one's He that was rough.
It's crazy how a coach just ruin a player's talent like that, because he was slinging the ball over Ohio State. Now all of a sudden he can't see a wide open guy in the field. How you just forget how to quarterback?
I don't know. I think we had this conversation like, how do Ohio State players get to the NFL and
my Ohio State quarterback theory, my Alabama quarterback theory,
forget how to play.
Yeah, they're just too good. The receivers they threw it in college are just too open. Except here,
but
here the guy's open is just as it would be in college.
Were Trevor's players not open at Clemson?
Not as open.
Come on.
Justin Ross was open a lot.
I think, and to pick another, Burrow, were his players at LSU not running wide open? Justin Jefferson?
It's different. I don't know. The systems are different from Clemson and LSU. I don't know the exact differences, but
I think we know why.
No. No, I hate Mac Jones just as much.
Huh?
I hate Mac Jones just as much.
Okay. Gotcha.
Saved it.
C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson,
Who else?
Bryce Young.
AJ McCarron.
I
was
think it's
bad.
a thing. It'd be a thing.
Who else?
It's okay. Anything else on how's your boy Claypool doing in Chicago?
Well, did you see the highlight clip, low light clip of him week 1?
No.
His, someone cut up, he had such horrible lack of effort on so many plays.
Oh.
And
I heard someone talk about it, but I didn't see it.
And I heard a report that said there was rumors he was possibly going to be a healthy inactive going into this game. That's how bad his effort looked.
2nd round pick for him. First, pretty much.
Pretty much the first. But he had a redemption touchdown, scored a touchdown. So he's back, I guess. Thanks for Joey Porter Jr.
The Bears don't have a 1st round pick?
They do. They have 2.
Oh.
Because remember, they traded back out of 1.
For Texans.
From the, Panthers.
Panthers, yeah. That's what I meant. Colts at Texans. Oh, wow. You got some things written here, Jack.
I forgot. I did on Sunday night. I wrote a lot because I don't know. I felt like it. Also, I had a feeling you guys weren't watching the games because you guys were down in the dumps. So
you could do this every week, even if we watch. Appreciate it.
All right. I wrote here. Richardson was electric on the ground, but that's not a surprise. We all know that. He needs to take Trevor's advice and protect himself, though. He left the game early with, I think, a concussion. Yeah, that's not good.
Minshew held it down, though.
He did, and they had a dominating win because the Texans are horrible. I need to dig into the tape, although I don't really want to, on who's truly at fault for all these sacks. But the Texans have allowed 11 sacks for almost 93 yards in 2 games, and neither teams they played have a premier pass rush.
That's bodes well for us.
So
bounce back.
Stroud had a solid stat line. Granted, they were throwing a lot. He went 30, 47, 384.
384.
I mean, they were throwing most of the game because they just were down.
Yeah.
They had some garbage time yards and touchdowns. So
yeah, Stroud 4th in the league in yards.
Wow.
He had just a few throws that were he could be solid.
Okay. Already better than Fields then, huh?
I mean, if you were to take one going forward, I guess you'd have to take Stroud. Just see what happens. Niners at Rams. Rams actually put up a fight for a good amount of this game, which I was like, wow, Rams actually might be something this year, especially in the NFC. Yeah,
this Puka guy crazy.
And I picked up Tutu. That's his name, right?
Yeah, Tutu Atwell.
No one picked him up last week, and I put him on my team. He got like 13 points.
Yeah, there were so many waiver options to choose, and I took Robert Woods.
Is that bad? How'd he do?
He had 13, but
okay.
It's not 30 that Puka got.
What did he get this past week?
30.
What?
Yeah.
What did he get week 1?
20,
a lot, right? Jeez, that's crazy.
Something.
See, when you have a good quarterback on a team.
He had 20 targets, Puka, this past game.
20 targets?
Against the Niners. Yeah, he had 20 targets.
Holy crap.
No touchdowns, but he got 30
fine.
points somehow. It's crazy.
Giants at Cardinals.
Okay, let me talk about this game because after the Jags game and us doing our Bleacher stream, I got home, was exhausted and dehydrated. I fell asleep.
Well, you didn't drink water.
Correct. I fell asleep at this game. It was 20-0 at
at half.
Yeah, 20-0 at half. I fell asleep. When I woke up, Giants were winning the game.
Wow.
And then I fell back asleep after I saw that win, and then I woke up at 10:30. Texted Andy, hello.
10:30. That's crazy.
So I didn't see anything except the score when it had changed, and then I fell back asleep until 10:30. But I was ready to make fun of the Giants for this, but they ended up winning the game.
Yeah, this looked like, because at one point, being down 20-0 or whatever it was, they were down 60-0 on the season.
Yeah, through 6 quarters, down 60-0.
And
that's
to lose your second game to the Cardinals, something would have had to happen.
Yeah, something I feel like drastic happened at halftime. I did see or hear a report that, or rumors that Dable took over play calling for the second half, which kind of makes sense.
That would be crazy. He just takes over and they scored 28 or whatever.
31.
That's what we get.
31-28, I think.
That's what we have to do in Jacksonville.
What?
Doug needs to get the play calling back.
He doesn't have it. I thought he did.
Oh wow, he missed that storyline.
I did.
Yeah. So
when did that switch?
Like hours before we play the Colts, Ian Rappaport tweets out that Press Taylor will be calling the plays this season. And from there on out, play calling has been a storyline. Because at every press conference, it was like, and then it also came out that in the article, and then what Doug said was that Press called every play in the second half of all the games last season. So everyone's like, oh, that's when we were good in the second half of last season. But now, after seeing how we've been playing, I'm like, was that just a PR job? Was he just saying that?
Because why?
Something fishy.
Why would Doug give up play calling in the most important part of the game?
Yeah, I've never heard of a situation where they play callers switch mid-game every game. That's kind of odd.
Right, but maybe they just don't talk about it because it's not, who cares?
Yeah,
but
I guess so.
The only reason why I could think that could be possible is because, like, okay, now we're in crunch time decision. I need to be focused on our challenges. We got to win the game. I have to focus on
clock management stuff.
Yeah, clock management, defense, special teams, and offense.
Personnel.
You handle play calling. Let me make sure I can micromanage everything outside.
Interesting.
So now play calling is a complete storyline for Jags fans. And Jags fans fight this narrative, and they could be right, but they think that if that story never came out, or if Doug was still calling all the plays and we thought he was calling all the plays, no one would be complaining about
play calling in general.
Or fans are saying that we still would be complaining about play calling. I kind of think we wouldn't. I think we'd be blaming everything else first. But play calling was the center of attention after the loss versus the Chiefs. And Press Taylor is obviously on the hot seat when it comes to Jags fans. But obviously, Doug Pearson stuck up for him. He said it wasn't Press's fault. He called a great game.
I've never heard that name before.
Press Taylor.
No, I know who he is. The name Press. What is that?
Oh, no. I don't. What is that?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Press.
Nate, look at
That's
it,
a
baby.
Great point.
Name it Press.
It's
oh, baby,
action.
Press.
It is. It's a kid named Press.
It's a verb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird name.
It's not a nickname. It's his real name. Press.
I wonder.
Government. Whole government.
But then someone dug into like when he was at the Eagles, and he wanted Press Taylor to be his offensive coordinator. Wasn't it Hugh Laurie? What's his name? Howie Laurie?
Jeffrey Lurie?
Am I convinced?
Howie Roseman's the GM.
I did it again.
Howie Laurie.
Lurie is the owner.
Yeah. They, which I didn't know they had this much say or why they would even say this, but they said, no, Press can't be your offensive coordinator.
Who said? The owner said that?
And the GM. Like, they're like, GM like holds a lot of power there, doesn't he?
I think in most places.
Just the fact that he chose the GM over Doug Peterson after Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl just makes me feel like the GM is like held to a super high standard there. Plus, he like owns every draft. I don't know, but they told the article I read, it came out after the Jags game. The article I read suggested that Doug wanting like not submitting to them, because he wanted to make Press Taylor the offensive coordinator there. They said no, and then that kind of snowballed into him getting fired. That's what I read.
I could see it
over the weekend.
It was a downhill spiral at the end of there.
And now Doug's defending him in our press conferences.
Yeah. So what were we talking about?
Giants Cardinals.
Oh, and
then
what's his name taking over?
Two-hour play calling at half.
Allegedly.
My friend told me that.
Jets at JPA football.
No.
Jets at Cowboys. Man, I feel bad for the Jets.
Yeah, Zach Wilson sucks.
Yeah, we knew.
Like more than Justin Fields. With 12-27, 170.
And another example of a guy who just was so good in college. People were so high on him, was so confident about him. Now he just doesn't know how to play. Just throwing just directly to the defense. Crazy. I feel bad for Sauce deleted his social media, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, he deleted his Twitter account.
Yeah, and Sauce deleted his Twitter. And Breece Hall said in the post game, I only got 4 touches. That's why we struggled. And then he tweeted out this four football emojis symbolizing the 4 carries he got. Which Breece Hall, you're not going to run the ball when you're down by 20 points.
Yeah.
So I mean, you should be mad all you want, but you're not going to come back quickly when you run the ball for the entire second half. So
yeah, Breece.
But Breece Hall is really good. So I mean, but
that's just like you're going against the Cowboys at Dallas. It's a tough game for Zach to, get thrown out there after Rodgers gets hurt. So
who do they play next week? I'm curious.
Cowboys. They have
Jets.
The Jets. I don't remember.
Oh, it was a gauntlet.
They got Patriots next.
Oh, Bill Belichick versus Zach Wilson. I don't like that.
The Cowboys play.
Oh, I don't
Cowboys
care.
Got the Cardinals.
Oh my God, what a
Cowboys
cakewalk.
Cardinals. Damn,
cakewalk for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and Dak looked good finally.
That's our sleeper.
CD got like 15 targets. It felt like
Cowboys have no excuses, man.
But
Get to the Super Bowl.
But they're not getting.
We don't want you. We don't want you there.
I picked them earlier in whatever segment that was. They're not going. I don't believe that. Micah Parsons is an absolute menace.
Mm-hmm.
He's scary. And I wrote here. He helped me win a Prize Picks entry. Can I plug Prize Picks? Or
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Or are you mad at them?
Never mad.
No, you're mad at yourself for not picking right entries.
Mm-hmm.
McCaffrey's discounted this week.
Yeah, I was gonna make a live entry when we get to the Prize Picks segment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're at it.
No, go ahead.
My entry that I won, Stafford more than 33.5 attempts. He had 55 attempts.
Oh my gosh.
Micah Parsons was set at 0.75 sacks. He had 2.
Wow.
So
So you picked
15
two
for
players.
45.
Yeah, if you kept going,
I would have lost if I kept going.
depends who you took. If you did no,
He
you
said
could have
pick the right
easily.
players.
How could you have not done the Steelers?
You've done 3 before.
TJ Watt, is that not a given? Sacks.
Well, I share the sprints. Is that what it's called? NFL sprints for weeks 2 through 5, which you can't even do anymore. But
They took that away?
Oh, I mean, it's weeks 2 through 5.
Oh.
Maybe they do 3 through 6. I put a lot on TJ Watt to have more than 4.25 sacks and Amon-Ra St. Brown to have more than 310.5 receiving yards. Amon-Ra had like 100 something, so he's on pace. And TJ's him.
You guys can play along by downloading Prize Picks using code Dunn and Drew. First-time users can receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. A minimum $10 deposit.
$100. Just kidding. I'm going to do a live Prize Picks entry later on, though, still.
All right.
Commanders at Broncos. This was the Hail Mary game. Jack has a lot to say about this one as well.
Oh, I do. Commanders were down 20-3, I believe, and came back. Sam Howell looked pretty good. Played pretty well down the stretch to get them back into it. He ended with 27-39, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Broncos had the insane Hail Mary. That was in the intro at the buzzer. That made it 35-33. Needed 2-point conversion. It didn't convert. Could have possibly been pass interference. But I don't feel like the Broncos got too robbed because I felt like they deserved to.
No, I agree. People were going crazy. I was like, bro, they just got a Hail Mary.
Yeah,
if just catch the ball. It wasn't that egregious of a defensive pass interference for me to think that they
also
got robbed.
Jerry Judy was wide open on the other side.
Yeah, he was. So,
I mean, read the field better, Russ, I guess.
It's tough to feel bad for that team overall.
This is a good meme.
Yeah, I inserted this meme. Sean Payton without Drew Brees and putting bounties on players. It's a picture of Urban Meyer in a Jags polo.
Because of his toxic quotes about Nathaniel Hackett earlier.
Yeah.
That probably helped, yeah. That is funny. Sunday Night Football was Dolphins-Patriots, and apparently this game got good. I fell asleep when Dolphins were up a couple scores. I saw Tua had some great throws, and then some bad throws.
Did you see this? I know you saw the crazy play at the end. Did you see the crazy play at the end?
No. I saw something about it. 4th down. Oh, no, lateral. They tried to push.
Watch it. It's like a 4th and 2.
It was 4th and short.
5, yeah.
Short-ish.
JPA football.
Mac throws it to Gesicki. Gesicki catches it, and he's like
Tosses
wrapped up and flips it back to Cole Strange. And Cole Strange, the lineman, kind of dives. And they ruled it. He got the first down on the field, and I thought he got it, but then they overturned it.
I thought he got it too.
Well, watch it. It's a crazy play.
He ripped that shit out of the sky, man. He's got good hands.
Yeah.
JPA says that's the craziest 4th down conversion of all time.
I feel like there's been crazier. Prisoner of the moment.
Yeah.
It's for the clicks. You know JP is getting a Twitter bag.
Oh, yeah. Him and Dove.
Here comes Chubb. Jones throws. It's caught. Gesicki.
Great IQ.
It's brought in by Strange, the offensive lineman. Pushing to the 29.
It looked like a first down when I was watching it live.
So they reviewed it. I love Collinsworth going crazy. So they reviewed, and then did the video evidence look like he didn't get it?
I feel like it was
really
inclusive. Like there was just so many
That's
bodies.
Crazy that they overturned it.
It's kind of weird.
Like why not just keep it? Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Ref's main player again. Keep the Dolphins undefeated. But I think I woke up with 5 minutes left in that game. So glad I got to see it.
How long did you stay up after you woke up at 10?
I went to bed at 3 a.m. But then
you have a 2. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. I was about to talk about Monday.
Oh yeah. 2 a take?
I think I don't want to say it. I think I want to.
Is it jinx?
I want to sit on it.
What is it?
You're gonna sit on this take?
I'm not ready for it yet.
Let's say, what could it be?
But just know it's brewing, everyone.
It's brewing.
What? It's brewing.
It's brewing.
Is it
Tua?
The common one?
No, I don't even want to talk about it.
He's gonna say that Tua's not good. I think he's not good
Tua
enough.
concussed.
I'm sitting on it.
He's not good enough.
No, I'm sitting on it.
Tua MVP.
Huh? MVP.
I'm sitting on it. I'm not saying any. I'm sitting on it.
Jay's so funny sometimes.
Well, you have plenty to say about Monday Night Football.
Oh man.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about Saints Panthers. Can we please?
Absolutely not.
Thank God.
The only thing I said it earlier. To get that off the split screen. That was so annoying.
Get both of those teams off my screen in primetime forever.
Oh, you guys wrote some stuff.
Oh yeah.
You talk first.
Okay. You want to hear what we thought about your game?
Sure.
Okay. So Browns Steelers. If I lived in a betting state, would have put money, and I actually went to my Hard Rock Bets app to see how much I would have made if I put 50 on this game. If it was legal already to do that, I would have, because I saw that the Steelers have won the last
21 Monday Night Football games. I think at home.
And how many
total
games have they beaten the Browns at home?
All time? I don't know.
No, the last, I think, 9 years or more.
We lost.
I think it might be something crazy.
I don't know the number on top of my head, but it's pretty one-sided since Ben came in the league. Ben's Roethlisberger's record against the Browns, I know he's not there anymore, but he was, I think, 28-6-1 or something like that. Or 2, I don't know. I want to look it up now.
My immediate thought was, wow, what a start with the pick six. That was crazy. So it's like they kick off, pick six, back on the field, kick off again. Deshaun Watson looks like ass.
Yeah, he was terrible.
I mean, how bad is that signing and trade going to be looked at like in history? Terrible person, allegedly. Terrible contract, terrible play. Holy shit. He just doesn't fit. Like he had everything. He had it going in Houston. He just looks like he's not even close to being a him.
He was throwing the balls so far out of bounds. It was laughable.
Great. But they looked like they were going to win the game. And then.
Yeah, because that Steelers offense was.
And then I fell asleep.
Pitiful.
Yeah, the offense did not look good.
Yeah, honestly.
Kenny just was.
I feel like Browns would have won this game if Deshaun didn't fumble on that play that TJ ran it back. I don't feel like there would have been any more.
What was the score at that point? Was the Browns are leading?
22-19, Browns are up.
Yeah.
With 7 minutes left.
And Kenny was not moving.
Yeah, I felt bad. Every time Kenny had a bad play, like he was like 50% throwing on the day, I was like, man, he looked good, so good in preseason. Like, I felt bad for Jack because, obvious reasons. The Chubb injury that sucks.
Yeah.
I hated hearing him just screaming because we could hear the gnat sound of the players. He was just yelling and screaming in pain. I was like, man, seems like such a good guy. And he was playing so well.
Yeah.
I saw the difference between what a normal running back is and what Nick Chubb is, because he was finding yards where there were not yards. It was
he falls for 6 yards every time.
So impressive.
Yeah, I was hyping him up to John A because we were watching at the bar. I was like, this is your best player. Watch how good he is.
She a Browns?
Her family, Her family's all Browns. So yeah, I was fucking sucked when he got hurt. Just
immediate thought: Minkah Fitzpatrick, dirty player. Another thought:
I didn't watch the replay.
I did.
Do you actually you believe you think it was a dirty hit?
No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it for that. I just saw tweets about that.
Yeah, I saw some people say that.
I want to know how this doesn't happen more often, because offensive linemen, running backs, receivers are always our knee is so fragile. They're always getting hit right there. And I'm like, oh my God. But then they get up. Like the receiver, if the defender's diving at them, hits them, how they fly forward, but then they get right up. I'm like, what? Their knee just how does their knee not just buckle and snap in half? This time it did, especially offensive linemen. People are always falling into them. I don't know how this doesn't happen more often.
Rolled over. They're always in that pile up, especially when they're running the ball and everyone's just like right there, just fall to the ground. But shit, it does feel like there's been a lot of fucking injuries this year in just 2 weeks plus preseason. Yeah.
I don't think enough was made of probably the funniest play I've ever seen in football.
All the fumbling?
No. That was crazy. This game was so crazy.
Yeah, I forgot that happened, right.
And then the Steelers player, what I was referencing, the Steelers player thinking he was doing something like doing a move. He goes, the kickoff is going out of bounds. He catches it, but makes sure that he keeps his toes in bounds. I was like, what are you doing? That's not what you're supposed to do.
Lost us 31 yards. We had to start the 9 instead of the 40.
Apparently, James Franklin showed his players that play of what not to do when fielding the kicks.
But it's teaching tape now.
Like, I want to know what he was thinking. Because...
And then didn't he gesture for a flag after he caught it?
Yeah. He thought he did it. He thought he did the thing.
No, he thought he caught it out of bounds.
Yeah, what you're supposed to do is just put 1 foot inbound and 1 foot out of bounds, or just step out of bounds and catch it,
or just let it go.
Or it was going to go out.
Just let it go out. It was going to go out of bounds, but he wanted to make a play. He did he was so extra. The ball was heading out of bounds, but he had to catch it like he was.
He had to just lose a 31 yards.
Watch this.
Tapping his toes in. Funniest play I've ever seen. I was going crazy when that happened. Last comment, and then Eric and Jack can go. But Do you ever cringe when the entire Steelers stadium yells Muth or whatever they yell when Freiermuth catches it and it's a gain of 1 yard? I cringe so hard.
know.
The other teams do it too when it's like Kuhn. Oh my god,
I don't think
bro! When Kuhn for this,
you got
bro, it looked like I just called you Kuhn. I pointed at you too.
Dunn, you're out of context.
Oh, Gooch
is
about to
definitely
clip
gonna
this
clip.
up.
Nice.
Yeah, Kuhn from the Packers.
Yeah, they're on like the goal line or something. They need it. They hand it to him. Kuhn, the whole stadium. He gets stuffed in the backfield. I'm like, fuck y'all. Stop chanting their names. Just wait for them to do something before you do it.
I don't think do the Steelers do they do it from like a 1 yard catch?
They do it anytime
second
it
he catches it.
Yeah, I guess so.
The whole stadium. Gain of 1. Nice. Awesome, bro. So cringe. And okay, I'm done.
I don't cringe. I just think it's funny if they do get 1 yard. But yeah, all I had to say about this, since we've been chatting during this discussion, is first time I've ever watched TJ Watt play a whole game.
Really?
Give him MVP now.
Yeah,
It's
me every week.
It's crazy. I think we're all on the same page. That one play where he was like breathing pretty heavy, and then we all were like watching him that one play, and he fucking sacked Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
insane player. And I looked up last time a defensive player won MVP was Lawrence Taylor in 86.
Yeah,
I think he could easily be the one because nobody really stands out on offense yet, and everybody's out for the season so far. Like Mahomes not doing anything. Tua's probably up there, but TJ Watt, if he keeps this up, he could be the next defensive player to win MVP. That dude's an animal, and he doesn't get tired. He gets tired, but like he doesn't care. He just like goes. Doesn't matter.
Wild. Like his face was so red after that series we're talking about. It's just
I want one of those so bad. So bad.
I want a Watt.
Yeah. How many more are there? I know there's another one out there.
Fullback.
It was Cornfred.
Well, Jack, how the hell do you feel about your offense after watching you guys against the Browns?
Like I want my life to be over.
Oof.
Watching our offense, it's so horrible. I texted you guys, Eric, because Andy didn't see it or remember that when the Steelers got the ball back, I think it was like 3 or 4 minutes or so left, up by 4. Like if we just get a first down, the game's probably over. And I said, there's maybe a 5% chance we get a first down here. Like there's just no hope we get the ball. And on that drive specifically, like it was 3 horrible run plays. The first play, Najee into a sea of 12 people. The second play, the call was like a run with Jalen Warren or other back, and then it was going nowhere, and he just reversed field and like made a guy miss, and he picked up like 9 yards. So it was that 3rd and long one, and it was just that play call. I don't know if you guys saw, it was like the worst play design and call ever. It was a design QB sneak, and Kenny just like
ran into nothing. Yeah,
motioned Pickens over. He has a running back next to him, so it's so crowded in the backfield already, and all the defenses focus on these 3 guys. And we had a tight end swing to block for him. There's just so much congestion. Well, the main issue with that is that it was 3rd and 1, and he has a design run for Kenny, and has him in shotgun. Like there's no reason to be calling that. If you're a design run with the quarterback, you're just starting him at a 5-yard disadvantage in shotgun. It made no sense. He's gonna have one of those. He is Matt Canada. If you haven't picked up on that, he's gonna have one of those horrible play calls that you can point to every game. I mean, you can point to the whole game, but that specifically stands out. Like in week 1, what stood out is we were at like the Niners 5-yard line, within the 5. It was a 4th and goal. The game was like 27-7, so it was kind of out of reach at that point, but we just went for it because we got to score a touchdown. And he just sent our 4 receivers out in 4 verts, just like.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, that's a play. It's a very lazy play concept. It's basic. And that would ideally work if there's like a lot more field to work with, not if you're at the 5-yard line.
The drive ends at the end zone, by the way.
It does.
We established that earlier, yes. It's just really, really frustrating. I mean, Kenny still didn't play good, He made a few throws that were like great, but there's just some layups that he's like 3 or 4, just like timing should have hit him. Those are frustrating. It made me sad, but I do have to, and this is me defending him. I feel like I forget and everyone else forgets because of like his late game heroics last year, and he was really ascending, and like the fantastic preseason we had. He still only has 13 games in his career. Like, he's still developing young quarterbacks. Like, he's going to make those mistakes. Like, last year, like, there were, I don't know if there were, like, legitimate concerns or questions if Trevor was the guy, but, like, remember, like, after the Texans game last year at home? Like, he had, tough. So, like, young quarterbacks can still end up being great, but have these bad games, like, short, like, I don't know. What was that for game, Trevor? Like, 20-something, probably. So, and it's also just really tough with the play caller. Like, it's not doing him any favors. I'm not trying to excuse him. He's got to play better for sure. But, like, it's just like the anti-Kyle Shanahan offense. Like, it's like maybe like Mahomes can succeed in this. Like, but there's such a short list of quarterbacks that I truly think can succeed in this offense. Like, this offense, the ceiling. I have a stat. The ceiling, I truly feel like of Matt Canada offense is like 21 points a game, like the absolute ceiling. And then like, if I don't know, maybe Kenny knocked us off like a 7 points. Like, it's just like,
like
it's so frustrating.
Shanahan's taken the last pick in the draft, quarterback, and they're scoring a lot. So you wonder what Kenny would do in that system.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are the only NFL team that hasn't recorded a 400-yard game on offense since the start of the 2021 season. Every other team has done it at least 3 times.
Oh, my.
9 teams have done it 10-plus times. And
10?
Matt Canada became the OC in 2021. So that's truly a Matt Canada stat. It's not even a quarterback stat. Like, Ben was there in 2021. And Ben being like the, whatever, like 18-year vet, Hall of Famer he is, like, he willed us to win 9 games just because of he can operate another level.
Well, if you guys keep sneaking out wins like this because your defense is so elite,
is it? Or is your pass rusher elite?
I think that's enough. Chris Jones.
It's that's a complicated question.
And
like, we have some vulnerabilities. And Hightower. Yeah, Highsmith.
Oh, Hightower.
He's another Dante.
That sounds like
another player.
He sounds like
Dante
a player
Hightower. But yeah, Alex Highsmith is fantastic. Doesn't get talked about enough either. Like, they're truly an elite pass rushing duo, which helps a ton. And we have depth there. Our backups when they go out are very solid as well.
Must be nice.
What'd you say?
Must be nice.
Oh yes, it is nice.
It was very nice to watch.
But our corners are kind of weak. Like, Levi Wallace, our number 1 corner, hasn't played great at all. Pat Peterson hasn't looked great. Joe Porter Jr. is limited snaps, has looked good. He's got to get more snaps. Cam Hayward's out for 8 weeks, so that's a huge vulnerability. But fortunately, we do have some depth there.
5, 6. Let's go.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be back for that game. Like, if we rush him back, maybe. I don't know. But
so it sounds
and
like
Minka was hurt.
Abuse you.
Minka was hurt like most of the second half. He had to go to the hospital last night.
Jeez.
So there are injuries there.
But is your offensive coordinator just going to get canned mid-season?
That's the thing. I mean, that's what
if you're pulling out wins.
No, I guess if we're winning, he's not going to. And I don't even. It's gotta.
So you're going to be in this pit of misery. It feels like
for the whole season, probably. And I don't think. I really don't see them firing him mid-season for what I have talked about with the Steelers organization.
It sounds like Tomlin's behind him.
I mean, yeah, Tomlin's going to stick up for him.
You have to be so good that he gets a promotion elsewhere.
Who, Canada?
Yeah.
That will never happen. And it's
because if you are, then you just keep him.
You say must be nice about the pass rusher, which it is, but what I envy the Jags situation is, like, it must be nice that if your play calling goes awry, you have head coach Doug Peterson who can take that over, and he's fantastic at that. Like, Tomlin is not that. He's a defensive guy. He's not going to call plays. So, like, Canada's our most genius offensive mind we have, which is so scary to say, and like it feels so bleak that that's what we have.
And how long is Johnson out?
He was questionable, like, going into the game, like, day to day. I didn't expect him to play, and then it came out he wasn't going to play, and then right before the game they put him on IR, so it's at least 4 weeks now, which sucks.
Yeah, because Kenny's only got Freiermuth, Pickens, Calvin Austin
and Robinson,
and he barely got any even targets last game.
Yeah, so it's right. The situation for Kenny is like not getting any better like around him. I didn't even talk about the O-line. O-line, like he was getting pressured so much, man. It was really tough to watch, and like we need our first round pick we trade up for left tackle to get on the playing field as soon as possible. Like Mike Tomlin's allegiance to Dan Moore, our current left tackle, is just like, I don't know if it's Tomlin, whoever's in making the shot, calling the shots for who's on the field. It's just we got to make a switch at tackle, or the offensive line in general, just getting wrecked. But I do. Last thing I'll say, I'm belaboring the Steelers here, but
good word.
We had to face Kenny and his offense had to face two really good defenses. I think the Browns defense is going to be a top 5 defense, maybe even 4-3 this year. Like Jim Schwartz is really, I mean, they've always had a lot of talent on the defensive side and never really put it together. That's why they sought a new defensive coordinator, and Jim Schwartz came in and he looks like he's really changing the momentum and the scheme and how he's lining up these defensive players. Like the defensive line was winning against our O-line for a majority of the game.
I believe they compared someone compared Jim Schwartz last night to Deion Sanders. I was like, whoa.
Those personalities are just so different. But
like he's just making this guy's just having fun out there.
I guess I get the analogy a little bit there. I mean, he really transformed them. And
see, I had picked up Cleveland's D, and I planned to keep them until I saw Deshaun Watson fumble away a touchdown, which ruins the defense in fantasy.
That's crazy. True. That's the case.
It all goes back to Deshaun Watson being ass, which is why you guys won the game, essentially. You should be going too, but I won't.
Who do you play next week?
Raiders in Vegas. Me and Black are going.
Hey, $500 ticket.
And then we got the Texans. So these 2 weeks, like, granted, it's Mitchell said this to me, and I kind of agree. I don't want to admit, but it does kind of feel like a letdown spot. The Steelers coming off this like massive, like emotional, like tiresome win on a short week, and then we got to go across the country to play a Raiders team. Isn't very good, but still, I could see it being a letdown spot for sure.
No, that's why I'm kind of nervous about this Texans game, is because so much emotion went into the Chiefs game.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that. Let's I feel good about this. Let's post let's all do a group little prize picks entry. Oh. And well, you don't have to do it. I'll show you what it is.
Is it a group
afterward.
or is it yours?
I'll do it and then you can follow if you want. But
okay.
I want to
I am up.
Contribute.
I want to use your minds. So let me tell you what I'm thinking here. I see rushing yards. This is for the Thursday night game.
Okay, good.
And I see
who's playing? Giants, 49ers.
They just took it off?
Who? Well, Saquon is like...
No. Where's Christian McCaffrey?
Not present, I don't see.
The fuck? He was just on here.
I don't know.
Bro.
I don't see him.
They'll put him back.
Literally, I didn't even close the app.
What was he at?
Like 79.5. Does it take it?
I would take that. The Giants got ran on by James Conner pretty well.
And I was also going to take Daniel Jones' passing attempts over more. Because they're 31.5 and no Saquon and...
They'll be down.
Yeah, they'll be down a lot.
Wait, why does it say this game for Brock Purdy starts at 9:45 p.m.? It's weird.
Mine says 8:15.
It says 8:15 for Daniel Jones, but Brock Purdy starts at 9:45.
It says 9:45 under rush yards, but under other stats it says 8:15.
Yeah, that's weird.
Damn. Okay, well I'll make that entry later.
McCaffrey's receiving yards is 30.
Was it going to be a 2-pick, 3-pick?
Probably 2 or 3.
Smart.
It's going to be Daniel Jones and McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I'll keep it in my mental. Put 80 on it.
Okay, so I'll skip that.
He's pissed he can't make it.
Yeah, I was gonna like screen record it and make a TikTok with it for prize picks.
That would have been sick.
Should I do it anyway? Just find something else?
You could take his receiving yards.
I don't really feel good about that.
then less it is.
Okay.
I'm surprised they don't have his anytime touchdown on here.
McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just too likely.
Yeah. But they put Kelsey on there all the time.
True.
College football?
College football, baby.
Ooh.
This is the...
All I want to know is, when does Colorado play?
I got you. This is the most lit week of college football to date.
Really?
Coming up this
definitely.
weekend.
Yeah, it's huge.
Really?
It's huge. It's
Hell
massive.
yes.
You know, the first 3 weeks are ass. Everybody schedules cupcakes.
But
We
they've
got-
been great because we have Deion Sanders to watch.
You know, Cupcake.
Every single weekend has had something because he's played.
And now he gets his real test. Oh, I mean, he played TCU, but this
Oregon,
is
right?
Oregon. Bo Nix, who was in Jack's mock draft. I don't know which number, but he was
top
in,
5.
Oh,
I think 5th going to the Raiders, if I remember
but
right.
yeah, it's a 3:30 game. Colorado's going on the road. They're playing in Oregon, and they're favored by 20.5. So
Who is? Oregon.
Yeah. And
Should we seen this story before?
so,
Wait, Oregon is favored by 20.5 against Colorado?
yes.
20.5.
That's a lot. I mean,
Do you know how
Colorado's
much money?
defense
Do you know how much
is-
money is going to come
You
in?
saw
on-
how many points Colorado State just put up? Oregon has Bo Nix, and they put up 81 in that one
yeah,
game.
but Shadur he's proved that in the Colorado offense is to keep up with teams, I
yes.
think.
Do you-
TCU did week 1. They were ranked on the road.
I think
I don't know.
It might be 95% of people putting money in on Colorado
Colorado
for
to
this.
cover.
The public's
for
gonna
sure.
be huge on Colorado.
So do you think does that usually move the line?
Yeah.
So it could go down or it could go down.
It'd go down
to
like
17. like
Huh. I bet that happens because oh my god, the public is first of all the public more people will be betting on this game
It's just,
than anyone has ever betted on.
I think
a
Vegas
Colorado
is just saying like Oregon's offense is wild. Like they put up
game. Oh, and you know what?
81, 38,
Hunter's not
55.
Hunter's not playing either.
good point.
Right. So it could get ugly, but I'm hoping for Deion's sake.
Where are they ranked? Oregon.
10.
Ooh.
Yeah. So Colorado's 19 now. So that'll be a good one to watch.
I will be glued to it.
College game day is headed to Notre Dame. They host
Ohio State, right?
Ohio State.
Oh, I'm on my college shit this year.
Jack's team has a chance to do something amazing
Beat Ohio State.
and give the Buckeyes an L. Marvin Harrison Jr. Good luck. It's gonna be tough. That is a 9-6 matchup.
What's the spread?
Let me find it.
Is there like an agreement to play each other? What went behind this game?
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Does Notre Dame just have to schedule?
Notre Dame just picks their schedule every year.
They said we want Ohio State.
They just
And they got Clemson
they pick
and,
you,
and
you're-
USC.
if they pick you, you just have to play.
I mean, teams probably want to play Notre Dame. A lot of eyes on those games.
The two most popular colleges in America.
Ohio State favored by 3. Small spread. And then we got number 15 Ole Miss at number 13 Bama. I always love the
Bama, they're being ranked that low is crazy.
Lane
No,
Kiffin.
Bama's got some issues.
Bro,
Yeah, they do.
South Florida, were they tied at 3 at the half?
That was
South
disgusting.
Florida, they're not.
They're terrible.
What?
And to see Bama tied with USF 3-3 at
That's
the
a
half.
team they beat 56-0. No
Yeah.
problem. Like
Yeah.
it's
FSU is going to Clemson. I think that'll be a good one.
Is this
FSU's getting tested? Got to go on the road
again? They were
had a
tested last
they had a
week.
test on Saturday.
Yeah.
Where's
Who'd they play?
Boston
Oh, yeah,
College?
Boston
GC.
College. Man, that's crazy. That'll be a good one.
So is this Florida State's last true test?
No, they play Syracuse, who's undefeated.
Is North Carolina a test?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who plays Pitt this week?
No comment. No comment.
How'd Pitt in West Virginia do?
No comment.
Oh, I saw Bando's messages.
No comment.
No comment.
Was it bad or close?
No comment. It was bad. Close and bad.
Oh,
Our quarterback, I think I could have done a better job.
wow.
Yikes.
That's a big comment.
And
No comment. No comment. No comment.
it's okay. You got Notre Dame, Ohio State.
Yeah,
that'll
right.
be fun.
Let's go Irish
That'll be
this year.
fun.
It's so convenient having two teams.
It is.
And at the same time as that game, are my boys of Penn State, our whiteout game against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Sorry, Mio O'Brien, your season ends here. She was like tweeting last week about Iowa like she does every week, and she's just ecstatic that Iowa finally broke the threshold of scoring 25 points. They scored 31. First time they broke 25 points in like 2 seasons or some shit.
Oh, wow.
But we're going to absolutely destroy them, and I will send her on her way. But
you think that after the performance on Saturday?
Yeah.
Who'd you guys play again?
We have a quarterback that's started 3 games.
Yeah.
It was his first road test.
Didn't look too hot.
His first road test, conference opponent.
He's a young quarterback, needs to develop like Kenny.
He's 19.
Kenny's like 19, like Kenny.
Yeah, like Kenny.
Drew's coming back home. He's going to be in a whiteout game. He's slinging that thing.
Yeah.
200+ yards. Take the over.
Wide receiver screens, curls.
More.
Take the more. What's it at? Do you know?
Hey, look. Sometimes they don't have it up. They like put it up later in the week. They're trying to figure out how to. Yeah, it's not up. They only have the Friday, and they got Bo Nix. They always have Colorado first. Shedeur Sanders always up.
Hot. He's popular.
335.5 is his line for pass yards. Shedeur.
Projection. He surpassed it every game, though.
Yeah, he has. 510, 393, 348. My gosh. Is Oregon's defense like that? They haven't played anybody, really. That's why they put up so many points.
Yeah.
But Bo Nix is 310, so I might fade, just watch for fun. But yeah, awesome slate this weekend in college football. Hope to come back here next week and tell you about our victories in pro and college.
Let's get a good night's sleep, everybody.
I need it.
And be ready to watch some great football this weekend. Let me see just some highlight games in the NFL. What's Thursday night? Giants at 49ers. I guess just Niners can kill them. Titans, Browns. That could be interesting. 1-1, 1-1. Falcons, Lions.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Chargers, Vikings.
Oh, yeah. Saints, Packers, Broncos, Dolphins, Chargers, Vikings. Yes, someone's going to win. That will be entertaining. Patriots, Jets. I'll be interested to see how Zach Wilson does there. Bills, Commanders. Yeah. The Commanders D could give Josh Allen hell. Texans, Jags will be there. Jags favored by 9.5. Oh, boy.
Good. Put 30 on them.
That's wild. Colts.
If Minshew can put 31.
Colts, Ravens. Yes, I am. Let's see if Anthony Richardson's back from that concussion. Panthers, Seahawks, yawn.
Yeah.
Bears, Chiefs. Bears at Arrowhead.
What's that spread?
Poor Justin Fields, 12.5.
Ooh.
Not tied with the spread of the Cowboys Cardinals game. And then Steelers, Raiders, Eagles, Bucks, Monday night. Wait. Whoa. Steelers are in primetime again?
Yep.
Steelers, Raiders are Sunday Night Football.
You mean Black, you're going.
Wow. And then Eagles, Bucks.
I don't mind watching
Why would they put
Steelers on primetime just for Watt?
Bucks on Monday Night Football? Yeah. Like, I know they're 2-0 now, but like, what were you thinking going into
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Rams, Bengals.
They win.
Super Bowl rematch.
Oh, true.
Okay. Nothing that's screaming at me, but
we can create some intrigue out of it.
Chargers, Vikings screams at me. I want to see who's going 0-3.
Yeah.
Wow. This is better than what you thought it was. Ben Roethlisberger's 26-2 against the Browns in his career.
Regular season, yeah.
Okay, everybody.
Whoa, it's a long one.
It is a long one. I got to go get my girlfriend. Woo! Penn State whiteout game, boy. We made it. Ohio State, Notre Dame. Get me to Saturday. I don't even care about NFL until Penn State loses. Then you know my mind will change. Thank y'all for listening, hanging around with us, wherever you may be listening, streaming, watching. Until next time, this has been Dunn and Drew, baby, with a hint of Jags.